down there.
Yeah.
Going live now on Facebook.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Good morning. This is KHEA Radio Kickstart. We're about to get this show started. We got about 30 seconds. Dr. Aaron Chapa is in studio. Doc Chop. We're going to be chopping it up, having a good time today.
Oh, there we go.
Let us know, what do you have going on? Do you have any issues going on in your body that maybe Dr. Chapa can help you out with? Curt has a bunch. I feel like he has a ton of questions, and Dr. Chapa has been giving good answers, but you can only do so much
with Curt.
That's true. That's a good way to put it. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I am Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We have Dr. Aaron Chapa in studio getting set up. He is going to be joining us this morning talking about getting healthy, getting better, staying well, and just living a healthy, active life.
Yeah, I do that every day. I'm active and healthy and drink tons and tons of water every day.
Wow. Okay.
I'm so proud of you, Curt. I'm so proud of you. I had to stop what I was doing to just listen to this wonderful gibberish coming out of your mouth.
Baloney.
Gibberish. Baloney.
I will say that you did start the day with water, and this is not normally how you start the day.
It's true.
No, you know what? Because when I'm feeling
desperate.
bad,
He's
Did you get a raise? How are you affording Fiji water?
somebody brought it for me.
Dude, that's what's up. This is the good stuff. Straight from Fiji. I of course, why wouldn't it be? But it's Earth's finest water. It says right there on the label.
Earth's finest.
Earth's finest. So we do have Dr. Chapa in studio. Right now it's 8:36. It's a little bit cold outside. It's going to be a little bit warmer later.
It's hot in this studio.
Yeah. I'm still like trying to regulate, see what am I going to operate with today? But I am excited. We're going to have an awesome show talking about getting better, healing our bodies with food and just making different choices. There's different choices you can make, like Curt today. I think you made a good choice. You have that big bottle of water.
Usually though, I would get an energy drink, but when you're dealing with allergies, I feel like adding caffeine to the mix, definitely a no-go. Like, definitely not going to be beneficial. Where'd you get this Bang, by the way?
Bang. Hey, the great Bang shortage of Lamarck 2018 is over.
Really?
Yeah, it's over. So
Dang.
Here's a couple of things I want to get into real quick. I want to ask everybody, how are y'all doing this morning? How is everybody? Let us know. I see Ashley right here asking a question. She said, quick question, and Curt may be the best to know this answer. Quick question, what is the best thing for my teenagers to use on their skin? And Curt,
yes,
you're a teenager, like sometimes in your mentality. So what would be the best thing to use on your skin?
hand sanitizer.
No.
Yes, you
No.
wash your hands like this, and then you go
Terrible.
"Oh."
Like
Oh
Home
my
Alone.
Like Home Alone.
Yeah,
I do that every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that is a good question. And I need to know. I use stuff on my skin, but it is what it is. I also found out whenever I was doing the cleanse and detox with Dr. Chapa earlier, that was like the clearest and the best my skin has felt in a long time. So it kind of makes sense. Dr. Chapa has always said your skin is a representation of what's going on in the inside of your body. So if you have different stuff that's like clogging and not allowing stuff to flow on the inside, it's going to work its way out one way or another. And sometimes that easiest way is through the skin.
I'm surprised my skin hasn't broke out because yesterday, I was dealing with a little bit of an allergy issue. And when I get allergy issues, I crave like raw beef. Like I just want to like eat it straight from the cow. And so I'm feeling like maybe the raw beef is coming out.
PETA, are y'all hearing this? What's going on? PETA, y'all hear this dude saying? There's a lot of farmers out there that are like making sure their gates are locked. That are like making sure the electric fence is on so Curt doesn't break in. You're like a wild coyote coming to eat the chickens.
I
Literally.
am a little bit. Just give me the raw beef. I don't know. It's a weird craving that I get whenever I get like sick. I just want like raw beef. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's weird.
So Solion, good morning to you. I see you have a question. She said, ask Dr. Chapa if we're allowed to go for checkups and if they have iron pills that you can buy. So if somebody is looking to
Has
get
it like anemia or something. So hi,
Yeah.
good morning. This is Dr. Aaron Chapa, the Living Well Show and Kickstart Radio, kicking off your day to living better. Each day, every day, we have to repeat the process and go through this bodily chemistry project. What you put in your body is absolutely your choice, and what you put in your body can either make or break you. It all starts at the cellular level, and nutrition is the foundation to all cellular health, and we want to help you make those good choices and good decisions. So give us a call at 281-554-8600 or visit us at our website at justlivewell.com. Good morning, everybody.
So if somebody does have anemia, is that something where you can help them out?
Absolutely. So a lot of times when you go, so to answer the first question, can you come in for just checkups? Absolutely. We have a wide variety of blood panels that we can run. We have a lot of times insurance will cover those. We also offer cash pay prices where we can basically give people massive discounts using our office as a cash pay. Because, blood work shouldn't cost you fortunes to get, a screening of, where you're at in that snapshot in time. And blood work isn't the gold standard. I mean, it is a gold standard, but it really isn't the only way to assess the body and find out why your body's breaking down. And so we do checkups on many people every day for many different situations, whether they're on a legitimate program or they're just truly coming in for, I just need a little tune up. So we offer food-based iron products, herbal iron products. We have products that are very much easily digested. And also when it comes down to iron's an interesting little animal. It is inert, and its very nature, the body really can't use it. Except when you have adequate stomach acids. And a lot of people that have an iron issue also have their stomach acid markers are going to be off in their blood work, or they're going to find themselves with reflux and digestion. And if they're young people, they probably won't have the reflux and digestion yet, but they still show in the blood panels a shift in several of not all the stomach acid markers. And if you don't have adequate stomach acid, you cannot cleave the iron into the biochemical makeup that your body can use. And so we have products that help get your iron levels up or balance it out, whatever type of anemia you're dealing with. So people come and see us for all kinds of different things. Yesterday, we had babies in the office. We had, the elderly population coming in to visit with us.
I like how you took that pause.
You had to think
the
about
elderly
sure.
How do you say this?
Sure. How do I? So my point is everybody needs help. Everybody. And if you've got breath, we've got an answer for why your body's suffering. I had this gal that came in yesterday. She's so sweet. I love working with her. And, she came in with really massive diverticulosis and diverticulitis diagnoses. And her stomach was just, in knots. Like she was, had all kinds of pain and discomfort. And, we built her program a couple months ago, and she came in yesterday. I'm just so excited. I feel great. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I love it. I mean, it's the best news ever because, everybody's body wants to heal. It's just, are you giving it the right tools to get well? And that's what we're all about at Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center. That's
awesome. So we have another question, and a couple people have tacked on and be like, yes, I need to know that stuff too. So people are asking, as far as putting stuff on your skin, do you have recommendations? Is there anybody that has like a product line or something that would be good for teenager skin, for skin? If you're going to put it on the outside, like what should we be using on our skin? Something that you buy over the counter. It may have a lot of chemicals and additives that we don't even know what they are.
Well, so we will, this is a big question because here's the thing. Every patient that comes in the office, nutrition is the foundation, right? Well, what you put on your skin, if you can't eat it, you should not put it on your skin. That should be your rule. But the reality is everybody's going to go and buy whatever chemicals that, especially the female population, they're going to buy these skincare products that are obviously they shouldn't be eating, but they'll put it and lather it all over their skin. And it's hard to stop them. So I never really have the makeup conversation because I'm not going to stop people from putting on makeup. I mean, my wife's not going to not put makeup on, and she does use many good products. She's picked up products from some of these MLM companies like Beauty Counter's got some good healthy versions of stuff, but we use she uses a variety of products, and I can get a list together and hook everybody up with that, because it is good information. I used to carry a line in the office that I really liked, and I'm going to try to look it up because I haven't carried them in a while. But it was I'll find out because I'll botch the name. But it's basically an Apple base product, and it was truly amazing. And
like Apple makeup.
Yeah, like it was
Not like Mac.
Well,
Mac is I don't even know. Apple and Mac.
Yeah,
like
no,
computers.
sorry. No, literally.
No, I was thinking like an apple
orchard.
from a tree. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy that
I'll
it
try
came
to-
in.
It's amazing what you can get
Can I
in
eat
food-based
the
makeup. But the reality is it when we're talking skincare, are we talking about putting what did you just say earlier? I don't even use it. So the
Hand sanitizer.
hand sanitizers on your skin, or are we because that's not what we need to be doing either. That disrupts the bacterium on your skin.
So should we not be using that on our hands?
I mean,
necessarily
when you're talking in the world of germaphobes, yeah, you better. But in my world, I think that we should be allowing our bacteria to be our protective layer. And when you disrupt that, it's like taking an antibiotic every day. And antibiotic, guys, means anti-life. And a lot of these chemicals that are in these makeups are also disruptive to the ecology of your skin. You've got bacteria all around your skin. And so by constantly removing those good bacteria, you're disrupting the ecology. And now you're more susceptible to infections, dry skin. You could be potentially irritating the skin. And again, we should not be putting just any old, lotion and potion on our skin. We should look at the ingredients and figure out, hey, does this have methylparaben? Does this have, different types of oils in it that are obviously not, that are like an engine degreaser? And while we're sitting here talking, I'm going to try to pull up a document that I have that I can send to you guys, and y'all can post it up here for me. But it's 8 chemicals that you should never have in your skincare. We can go through some of those.
Cool. Right now it's 8:46. This is KHEARadio.com 99.5 FM. We're talking to Dr. Aaron Chapa from Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center located in League City. There's a lot of good information we're going to be talking about today. Feel free to share this video out. Share this video out because there's people on your friends list. There's people in your life that need to hear this information we're going to be talking about today. Here at Kickstart and KHEA, we love to share positive information, things that can help change people's lives for the better. So why not hit the share button? You never know
who's out there that could benefit from this.
And they're gonna love what we're talking about today.
All right, so look, here we go. So the number one ingredient that you should always be looking for in skincare is fragrance. If you see fragrance on the label, basically it could be a sign of 200 synthetic chemicals that you don't know exist, and don't realize that you're sitting there throwing all over your tissues. And that can create bioaccumulation of toxins. We were talking about that last week, where we live in a world where we are overloaded biochemically with toxins from the air, toxins from the food, toxins from the water, and now we're talking about toxins that we directly put on our body. And that can contribute to headaches, lung issues, skin irritations, cause memory impairment, rashes. There's just a vast array. The second one would be propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is a cheap petrochemical emulsifying agent, and it's in pretty much everything that you can pick up your lotion and potion right now and look on the back, and you'll probably see propylene glycol. But ultimately, this will age your skin faster. So it's not safe. It's not good. It should be one of those things that you're looking to get out of your skincare line.
Mm-hmm.
And mineral oil, sodium lauryl sulfate, and you're like, what is that? But this is a caustic, detergent. It's very, very strong, and it's a very strong disruptor of the ecology. And just like in your digestive tract, that gut microbiome is a protection from the outside world. Your gut is the last stand between food from the outside, or particles or pathogens from the outside world coming into the bloodstream. And so when the ecology is damaged, things can slip through the gate, so to speak, and Curt will eat your cow.
Okay, here's something. So Amber from Butler's Courtyard, she's on, and she had asked earlier. She said, "Hey, we want brand names," and now she said, "Can we have lists?" I know a lot of people. It's hard to remember these names. It's words that I've never heard of before, and I'll never remember that. So is this something that you have in printout?
I have it right here. I'm going to actually see if I can post it over to Curt. I'm going to text this to him and see if he can post it up for us. Does that sound like a plan?
That's perfect.
Because this is good. It is good info to talk about. And so parabens, propylparaben, methylparaben, butylparaben, ethylparaben. You're like, oh my gosh, I can't remember all this stuff. But what this inhibits microbial growth on our skin. And it is, highly toxic stuff. And it should be, removed from your skincare product line. Synthetic colors. When you see FD&C color number or D&C color number 16, blue 16, you got to wonder, especially when you see that stuff in your food. That stuff is classically on our food labels.
Is that literally just to make your food a different color? That's its only purpose?
Yes. Or to make it look more appetizing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, for example, let's just look at Velveeta cheese for a second. I know Curt just got
was like,
all excited. Yeah, he's
Ears
like,
up.
Velveeta cheese?
Yeah. So, have you ever seen the color Velveeta in nature, like on a growing? No. I'm gonna go ahead and stop you. Don't do it.
But Crayola has a Velveeta color.
Of course they do, but that's not real either. It doesn't grow that color. If whatever you're eating or putting on your skin doesn't at some point in time look like something in nature, maybe it's a chemical. It's like, here's your sign.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm gonna send this over to you real quick.
Maybe a banana, but it doesn't taste like banana peel. Okay, so here's another question, and this may be something. This is actually something I was dealing with too, but I worked my way through it. So Crystal Narvez, who just came back from North Carolina, finished her program in school. She has a master's degree in theology now. So congratulations to Crystal.
Yay,
that's what's up.
That's awesome.
So she's back home here. She said, ask him if there's any remedies to fix a hoarse voice, please. And so Curt had mentioned there's something with the environment, where we live, maybe the refineries. But she was in North Carolina. The atmosphere there, came back, and now she's dealing with some stuff. I was in South Carolina for Thanksgiving, and it took me about 2 weeks to get my voice back to where I felt like it was normal.
Yeah. So excellent question. Whenever you have your voice is gone, basically what's going on is you've got too much mucus production draining down inside of your vocal box, and it is altering your body's ability to get those strings, so to speak, to vibrate like they're supposed to. And what it can be remedied by is, number one, let's remove the most abundant mucus forming food. What is that, Curt? Dairy.
No, I wasn't going to say it. I was going to say bang.
I was going to help you. So the number one mucus forming food is dairy products: milk, cheese, yogurt, sour cream, ice cream, whey protein. And then what we use in our office is a product called Thymex, Thymex. It's from a company called Standard Process. And what it does is it rotor-roots the lymphatics, if you will, and it helps get rid of that the congestion in the lymph. So now the stuff can drain down and out the body instead of go down into the vocal box. Then we use Spanish black radish, and it is truly Spanish black radish. And the Spanish black radish is a lymphatic drainage, and we're trying to create lymphatic movement. And then last but not least, we use something called Congoplex. And Congoplex, or Conjuplex, depending on who you learn from, is another product that makes up it's got ribonucleic acid in it, which helps the brain communicate to the nervous system. The brain communicate to the immune system so that it knows how to fight off infection or get rid of stagnation in the lymph system. It has stuff in it called Cataplex AC, which is very strong and upregulating the immune system in the digestive tract. And then it has this stuff called calcium lactate and then again the Thymex, which the calcium lactate is the most abundant mineral in the body, which is also calcium magnesium. And then the Thymex, of course, increases T cell production and helps upregulate your immune system as well.
So Sarah asks, can kids take Thymex?
Absolutely. My 2.5-year-old, she first started taking it at 1.5. Anytime there's a sniffle, Anytime there is WAG week, that's week after grandma's. Everybody knows what that means. That means they got all kinds of sugar and donuts and lovely, delicacies that they shouldn't be consuming. But grandma and grandpa aren't allowed to say no. Apparently, there's like some written rule. I think once you get to be grandparent, status, you can pretty much throw all health and nutrition out the window for the next generation.
It's a future problem. That's they're like, oh, then my kids will take care of it.
That's right. I don't have to do that. And so at week after grandma's, it means that you have to load them up. And so notoriously, my kids will come home with runny noses and sticky faces after a week after grandma's, and I load them up with Thymex. Coral Legend, it's a powder, and I use the powder because it's easy for administration in little kids. Amber, that's a great one. So the Thymex, I crush it up in a saucer, put the coral powder with it, and then I literally just put my finger in my mouth, rub it on the saucer, and stick that powdery finger in my kid's mouth. And now my 2.5-year-old, she'll chew it. I'll see if I can get Curt to post this little video for me too of my baby eating Congaplex, Thymex, Catalin, and I can't remember. Oh, sesame seed oil.
Wow.
It was awesome.
That's cool.
I mean, and she's hilarious because she takes all the supplements, she puts them in the lid, and she like throws it back like she's shooting a shot or something. It's like, yes.
Where'd you learn that?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry.
Right now it's 8:55. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Talking to Dr. Aaron Chapa. Dr. Chapa, there's a big event that's coming up. I believe it's going to be taking place at Butler's Courtyard. Can you share what that event is? How can somebody attend and find out more information?
So, yes. So, number one, we have an amazing, awesome thing going on that we've never done before, this big, where we actually reach out. And if Ashley's up there, she'll post for me the dates and the time. But I believe it's January 7th is our launch date. And we're going to be at Butler's Courtyard. We are going to pack that place out. We're going to be launching our ultimate detox experience, the challenge of challenges. It's 21 days, fruits and vegetables, protein shake, and some supplements to help push toxins out of your body. It's going to purge trash out of your liver, your kidneys, your colon, your lymph system. Is going to be a full body detox. We're going to be there live teaching you and coaching you through this program. And we're going to have the time of our lives. And we all have bioaccumulation of toxins. And if you walk into a room and can't remember why you walk in that room, odds are you are having some toxic issues. If you find yourself fatigued mid-afternoon, can't get through your day, looking for rocket fuel to get through it, this energy drinks or candies or cookies or cakes to try to push yourself through the back end of the day, odds are you need a detox. And so this is going to be a really amazing program, and it will change your life. And I encourage everybody twice a year. Now, this next year, we're going to be doing it 4 times a year at some level. Whether it's 21 days or 7 days or 14 days, depending on, people's timelines, but we can custom build you detoxes every quarter so that you can keep your oils changed in your body and make sure things are moving forward like they're supposed to. So come join us and give us a call at 281-554-8600.
So Ashley commented. So Ashley works at your office. She said, so it's January 20th, 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Everybody is invited. If you want to find out more information, meet some like-minded people. People are going to start 2019 in the best way possible. Strip out all the toxins and let's get it started. 2019 is going to be, I think, the year of Curt. And that's a hashtag right there.
Yes.
So we're trying it.
Yeah, no, it's January 7th, just for clarification. But it's the 7th. So we have multiple. The reason we have multiple dates is the 7th is the start date. Okay. The 10th, 17th, and 24th are additional dates that we are going to be teaching about detox, everything detox. We're going to really rock the house with education and make sure that everybody walks out of there with understanding on what this word is, detox. Why is it something I need to do? Detox, and because in the 21st century, if you're not detoxing, you're missing a huge health care piece to your plan to stay well, live well, and be well. And I'm telling you guys, no matter what your symptom patterns are, I have people come in to my office with all kinds of health problems. And sometimes it's simple as a detox. Sometimes it's as simple as a food allergy. Sometimes it's as simple as nutritional deficiencies. And, I'm sitting here distracted at the moment. I'm really sorry. I was looking at the KHEA screen, looking at the next question, and all of a sudden, Curt pops up on the screen in a dirty banana costume.
That's not me.
It really looks just like you. I'm pretty
Could
sure.
be.
I'm convinced.
I put it up there replying to Ashley because I was like, I searched GIF and I searched fool because I was like, I look like a fool saying the wrong date. And because Ashley put it, she was like, oh, that's a typo. And I was like, okay.
Oh, that's so
There you
funny.
go.
Okay, well, anyway, maybe that's not Kurt, but that totally at a glance
Dang.
looks like Kurt.
It could be.
I
I
mean-
can see it. I'm not gonna be offended by you. Maybe a little.
He's
bit.
offended. Kurt's
No,
offended right now.
Hey, you know what?
It's 2018. We don't just assume that everyone who dresses like a banana is Kurt.
Hey, so I do want to. What's the date? So today is. We have what next week is the week prior to Christmas, right?
It's the
Oh,
11th
yeah,
today.
we're 14
So let me just-
days away.
Let me just say, next week. I mean, we don't have full cameras on the screens yet, but one day we will. But next week, I'm gonna shock you guys. You're gonna be excited.
I'm shocked already.
Yes.
Wait, like with the taser?
Yes. Yes. No, I thought you already did that.
Not yet.
No.
They didn't reach 5,000, so
We
I'm
didn't.
safe for a little bit.
Oh,
We're like 360 away.
So you're gonna have to make your. Wait, but it's still possible. You said by the end of the year.
Yeah, it's still possible.
360 or 3,000?
No, 350. We're at 4,000.
Oh,
four.
KHEA radio listeners, right now, tune in. Do 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 do.
We need you.
We need you. We need you. We have to get a shock therapy for Kurt because this could change his life forever.
Yes.
Shock therapy. If we hit 5,000 likes, right?
Yeah, on Facebook.
On Facebook for KHEA Radio, we get to tase our good boy here, Kurt Casper.
Yeah, and we're only like 350 away or so.
I mean, it's as good as. I mean, dude, are you sure? Like, is it? Can you back out by?
He
at
wants
point?
this.
No,
he wants
I can
this.
back out. There
No.
are ins and outs.
No, dude, Facebook will never let you live that down.
You back out of this. What's next?
That's right.
What else are you gonna back out
that's
of?
right.
The detox.
You gonna back out the detox?
I did last. Wait.
He only lost 2 pounds. You know, like he lost 2 pounds. His head got bigger. Like I don't understand how that worked. I lost 20 pounds the last detox we did
I've
in
never-
like 3 weeks.
I've never not lost at least 10 pounds. The average man loses 14 to 15 pounds.
Mm.
So does that mean that you're not a man, Kurt?
Well, he was mentioning Kurt. What kind of issues are you having? So we were talking earlier. Your check engine lights are on.
Allergies.
What kind
Allergies.
Allergies. Yeah,
That's the biggest
That's the only
thing.
one I'm talking about on the air, Gardy.
My
we
apologies.
should do like a fishbowl experience where like I just like treat you like a new patient and go through the experience of going through my timeline history, and then you would be like have to like answer all the questions.
When was the last time you had cheese? 5 minutes ago.
You know that's a question. Or how's your poop today? I don't know if our listeners.
Green.
Wow.
There
So
you go, guys.
It's 9:02 right now. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We have Dr. Aaron Chop in studio. If you have any questions, let us know. Let us know how are you doing today as well. So yesterday we were scheduled to go do a workout, and Kurt said, "I can't work out. My allergies are too bad." Is that such a thing? Like, you can't work out because your allergies are too bad?
Well, I mean, I think it's mind over matter.
Yeah,
Like if you don't mind, it don't matter.
it don't matter.
You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, but think about it. If you're sitting there blowing snot rockets and that
At
stuff
me.
is spraying all over Gardy, I mean, you don't want to work out with him anyway.
Yeah.
You want to send him home. But no, the reality is we use a product in our office called Allerplex, Dehist. We have multiple Allernest, all kinds of things to help with allergies. And when you're dealing with allergies, you typically look to lymphatic and liver congestion. The liver is the giver. When the liver's stagnating, anytime there's stagnation in the body, there's symptom patterns that's going to register. And when the liver gets backed up, it backs up into your lymph system. And when trash backs up into your lymph system, your body cannot leave it there. If it stays in the lymph system, you're going to get it, and it's going to get infected. So your body's going to find an alternate route. One of the alternate routes is going to be the head, the high lymph system, the ears, eyes, nose, throat. That's where a lot of times people experience these allergy symptoms. Some people experience it through the lungs. That's asthma, wheezing, air hunger, excessive yawning, especially in the afternoon. This is the body looking for oxygen. That's toxicity in the lungs. a lot of times it comes out the skin. That's where acne comes from. That's where, eczema, psoriasis comes from. And or the kidneys are also being used as a secondary route for some of these toxins. And you'll see swelling in the joints. You'll see swelling in the tissues. You'll see inflammation, high blood pressure. You'll have, that feeling of like malaise where you just feel like you're walking through mud all throughout the day. It's like extra effort to get through your normal task. Those are all, by the way, signs that you need detox. And detox doesn't have to be extreme. So some people are just really terrified of doing anything that sounds so, extreme. And everything's modifiable. We just have to find out what you're willing to do, and we will build your own detox experience. So that, because a little bit of detox and a little bit of clean eating is a powerful thing for all of us.
So I heard this right. We can modify it so I can have cheese during the 21 days?
I said we could modify things. I didn't say that we were going to just, throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Dang.
Right.
I thought I could, possibly.
Yeah.
Hey, the worst thing I would have said is no. And hey, by the way, no.
Dang.
No.
No cheese.
No. Curt.
January 7th. How long until the 24th?
Until the 21 days out. So
7 plus 21 is 28. I can't do math.
Curt, I know you got something else to say because you've been mouthing it to me the whole time. And I'm like, why not just say it? You've been saying something. You're like,
oh, just smash the like button. That's all I wanted.
We'll tell him.
Smash the like button.
Kurt wants likes on this Facebook video. So if you want to hit the like button, I don't know why he can't say it himself, but he keeps telling me to say it.
Because you're the guy. I'm the other guy.
You're what? Anyways, I don't know. We got Dr. Aaron Chapa in studio.
Hey,
Dr.
were we
Chapa.
able to post that video of that?
I have the link. It is up. I'll make it the pin comment. So if you wanted to check out what products you can put on your body.
No, not put on your body. Avoid.
Yes, I did say that. Avoid. It is the pinned. It's a OneDrive document.
So yeah. So anyway, the your skin is important, guys, and so yeah, we'll get you a list of good things. I will tell you that Irma's Nutrition Store over in Nassau Bay has some really good alternatives to helping people, with skincare. They have a whole skincare department that's all healthy and wonderful. Why is all those frowny faces popping up?
That's me. I'm just being silly.
I mean, you're like,
I'm leaving it on a heart though.
No.
Irma's Nutrition.
Yeah, Irma's Nutrition Store in Nassau Bay. They've got some great.
Man, we still haven't been there.
Y'all, I gave Curt their phone number to call and set it up.
That doesn't mean anything.
They said that they were more than happy for y'all to go over there and do a little grand tour.
No, I'd love to do it, but yeah, Curt, he didn't even tell me that.
Oh, that was like when I first started back in the day.
Okay. Yeah,
Feels like forever ago.
it was. It's been a lot of fun, hasn't it?
I'm loving being with you guys.
How long ago did you start?
4 months, I think.
It's been 84 years. Right? No? Okay.
Well, so we have Christmas right around the corner. So there's all kinds of, opportunities right now to eat junk food and, be mindful. The way I get through the holidays is that and I don't ever want to, elude that I live a perfect life, but I do eat healthy the majority of the time. And what that means is I look at my day, I look at my week, and I'm like, okay, we've got our company party on Friday night. We've got an outing on Saturday night. We've got, a church function on Sunday. And I'm thinking, okay, so the weekend's going to be full of opportunities to fall off the wagon and cheat, right? So what I do is all week long, I'm going to be more disciplined to make sure that breakfast, lunch, and dinner, water intake, supplement intake is up as high as possible. And then when I go out, or on, like this past week was our company party, and it was awesome. We had I think 25 people in my house, and we had banjos. We had, seriously, two of the ladies that work at my office, they are like professional banjo players, and we played Jenga. We had Mexican food. We had gluten-free, dairy-free chocolate roll that Kika's Kitchen made, and absolutely, it was so much fun.
So if
and
I
there
showed
was
up,
no cheese.
I was gonna say, I would be the
cheese.
guy that would show up, be like, I got the cheese.
Yeah,
It's like a big bowl of
you would
LP.
be. But then you'd be. We'd still let you in. But what we would do
Whoops,
is
dropped the ball.
we would put the every time you'd reach for the cheese, we would pull the cheese away, and you'd be like, "Oh, it's okay, just keep eating. We would spare you. We'd save you." No, but we had. I mean, but what we find is, when you overindulge, a little bit's not gonna probably get you if you were good all week long. Right. But what happens is whenever you're doing it day in and day out, I had a breastfeeding mother come in yesterday telling me her son was constipated. I mean, and so and I asked her, I said, well, let me ask you, Mom, are you having a bowel movement every day? And you know what she said?
Yeah.
She says, no. And I said, well, it's because you're eating cheese, aren't you? And she goes, oh, yeah, I had a block of cheese last night.
Block.
And I'm like, you got to stop that. I mean, how do you expect your son to have a bowel movement if he's only living on your milk and you're constipated? You know what I mean?
It's probably Kurt's mom.
It might be.
Like that's what happened.
Yeah,
To him,
Miss Casper, can we have a sideline fire talk? We got to save Kurt.
What is wrong with me? I'm fantastic. I
That's
feel
true.
great this morning.
You've been whining all morning.
I don't.
So whenever you increase your water intake, so that this morning I woke up first thing in the morning, I drink 40 ounces of water within 10 minutes of being awake. And what that does is that opens up my body. It opens up the digestive tract. It cleans out any residue, because what did the liver do last night when I was sleeping? If I slept well and I slept through the night and didn't wake up throughout the night, my liver kept me in a nice place where I could release adequate amount of growth hormone so that my body can heal, repair, and recover. It released toxins. It converted all kinds of trash from yesterday's, debris or yesterday's, byproducts, and converted it into fecal matter that I don't need, and I could get rid of it this morning. And that's exactly how it should be. You should have a bowel movement within 10, 15 minutes of being awake. And I mean, you should see patterns in your body, and the body is patterned. Everybody has a liver that's most active between 1 and 3 in the morning. Everybody has a bowel system that's most active between 5 and 7 in the morning. Everybody's stomach is most active between 7 and 9. And so we should be having our largest meal of the day for breakfast. We should eat like kings and queens for breakfast, princes and princesses for lunch, and peasants and beggars for dinner. And we should find these types of things. But in this world, it's just convenient to stay up late, to eat late night, midnight snacks. And a lot of these midnight snacks are sugar. Had another guy come in yesterday. He was so excited. He goes, I couldn't sleep for some reason the other night. But normally in my past, he's lost like 35 pounds. He goes, I would have gotten up and had sweets in the middle of the night. Instead, I woke up and I said to myself, this too shall pass. I had a glass of water, and I finished whatever project he decided he wanted to work on, and he went right back to sleep and didn't deviate off his plan. And he feels great. He lost so much weight that his insurance company lowered his premium from $155 a month down to $82 a month.
That's awesome.
Because he lost so much weight, and they go, hey, you're incentivized to get a lower premium when your weight is in the right balance to your height, and your blood pressure is right, and your cholesterol is right. And these are all things that we can help you with at Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center.
Something that happens to me, if I take a nap, if I fall asleep, like in the middle of the day or whenever it is, if I doze off, I wake up without fail. Every time I wake up from a nap, it's like not nighttime, I crave like pie, candy, cakes, sugar. Like
But your adrenal glands trying to kick back on.
Okay.
So what I would do is I would have you, one, wake up, drink, a fair amount of water, 16 ounces minimum. And then, and a lot of times that'll pass, just doing that.
Yeah.
But the thing you reach for is you reach for adrenal food, so a good protein, turkey, chicken. You would read if you have supplements, adaptocrine, adrenaline, things that I use in the office, and you feed your adrenals and you lift those adrenals back up. Because a lot of times, I'm assuming it's on the weekend. It's not on company time, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
No. Gardy takes a nap every single day. Like if Gardy doesn't get his nap, You don't want to be around
he's
Gardy.
Whatever. Right after the show's over, like we're like, and goodbye, everybody, and this is like fall over. Like I have radio narcolepsy. Yeah.
Just as enough energy to get through this hour and a
Just
half.
barely,
right?
yeah. And then, no, but yeah, it's without fail. And I'm not a big sweets person, and I've never craved them. Only whenever I wake up from a nap, and it's weird because it's the only time I get it.
Yeah, and so we use so B vitamins are fantastic for feeding your adrenals. Vitamin C is fantastic for feeding your adrenals. Black currant seed oil, fantastic for feeding your adrenals, the fats that your body needs to manage stress hormones.
So is that something I would have like when waking up from that nap, or just have more of?
Here's what would happen is if I had a day where I felt just a little sluggish, I'd be more aggressive in taking adrenal supplementation.
Okay.
Right? Because who knows? What if you did overindulge over the weekend and it's Monday and you can't get through Monday, right? And that's what typically happens to people. So you feed your system and you boost it up so that its firing power is where it needs to be. And you're able to plow through energetically, mentally, productivity-wise goes up. But what would happen is if you find yourself napping all the time and all of a sudden you start supplementing well, and you start taking inflammatory foods out of your diet, your body will not have a need for the nap. You'll never hit that crash point where you need a break to disconnect and from the day. You'll be able to keep on trucking. Now, I also find, when that happens and your adrenal glands aren't well, you find a little bit of an energy boost in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And that's adrenal. That's a problem. That's actually not, it feels good because who doesn't want energy after work, right? But you should be getting ready for sleep in the late night hours, not getting an energy boost. So people that say, oh man, I get an energy kick at 9 p.m. and I can go till 2 a.m. Well, that's all fine and dandy until your adrenal glands can't keep up with your day-to-day workload. Now you're having anxiety attacks or panic attacks, or you're nervous all the time, worried all the time. And you start, or worse, you get to a point where you start having fear factor on going over bridges, or, you start having weird little phobias pop up that you didn't used to have. And you'll see it in kids. Kids will start chewing their fingernails or picking at their nail beds. And that's a classic sign of adrenal dysfunction. And the adrenals are they're equally as important, I would say, in my office as working on somebody's liver. So I work on livers and adrenals simultaneously.
Interesting.
Right now it's 9:15. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. We have a question, and we're going to get that asked. If anybody has any questions or issues they have going on, feel free to let us know. Go ahead and put it on social media. You can also text us, 346-704-1806. Let us know, and we'll get those questions asked and get an answer. So Vanessa asks, what are your thoughts on intermittent fasting?
Love intermittent fasting. So obviously, I just told you everybody that our largest meal of the day should be in the morning. And a lot of people are doing intermittent fasting or skip breakfast because, they're in a rush, getting out the door in the morning. So that it's easy to just put butter and coffee and go, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm all about that. But I really think the better time is to operate inside the parameters that the body's most functioning in. And so big meals in the morning and then you fast after that would be the way I would, rather see it done. But I think intermittent fasting is really powerful because what you eat is important, but what you don't eat is more important. And so when you give your body a break from food, you're doing a couple things. Psychologically, you're breaking the emotional addiction to food. You're biochemically forcing your body to leverage 5 hormones to raise your blood sugar and stabilize you, which makes you more metabolically active. That's powerful. That's wonderful. And so, because if you look around the world right now, people are high glycemic, they're diabetic, they have high blood sugar issues, or they're hypoglycemic. These are all signs that we are stressing out insulin, the only hormone that lowers our blood sugar. So God gave us one hormone to lower blood sugar. He gave us 5 hormones to raise our blood sugar. But yet we live in a world where everybody's running around with elevated blood sugar, right?
Right.
So with the blood sugar issue, we have to, by doing intermittent fasting, you're forcing your body, one, to not have so much consumption in the body. You're giving it time in a big block of time to focus on what it's in there and to break it down and to move it out and not let it take root. You don't want, remember that Drano commercial where the pipe was clean in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and then towards the, after use, it clogs up. Then you got to put the Drano in to empty it out again.
Right. Yeah. It knocks it out.
Well, look at your body, very similar. Is your giant tube from mouth to the hind end, right? And so and that tube can get clogged up. There's a lot of bends, there's a lot of turns, and there's a lot of areas where the body can back up. And when you do intermittent fasting, you're giving your body with water ample time to push out any stuff that is getting stuck or lodged in the body. And what that does, it gives you an opportunity to reset for the next day metabolically. So I think this idea of feeding ourselves in blocks of time and then taking a break, fasting, is a great experience for the body. Some people say that we should even be fasting a full 24 hours every day to give our digestion a break.
Wow.
Every week, once a week.
So you mentioned something that I thought was really interesting, and I want to know why and how do we get emotionally addicted to food? Because you mentioned how that intermittent fasting or fasting in general can break that addiction, using it for emotional reasons. Like, how do we get ourselves into a situation like that? And why does that happen?
Well, some foods, so for example, we'll just use the most common abundant food is cheese and pizza, or cheese and wheat, or cheese and flour.
Pasta.
And these have an opiate effect on the brain. They will make you feel like an endorphin release. And when you get that endorphin release, there's your craving. Caffeine, very addictive in its very nature. And so when you go without it, you start having the withdrawals, like Curt, it's over the shaking, like I need some caffeine.
Cheese.
I need some cheese.
Yeah.
So when people come in and I say, I'm sorry, but it looks like we're going to have to do, a 2-week experiment. And we're going to have to pull you off of dairy products, milk, cheese, yogurt, sour cream, ice cream, whey protein. And we pull them off of all dairy. They go, whoa. Like, you don't understand. I need it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this like grunt in their voice and they get all excited. Like there's passion there, right? They're no different than the same addictive behavior of a crack cocaine addict. They're craving the actual endorphin release from that food source. And that food source that has those impacts on our brain will create a endorphin release that makes you feel good. And when you feel good, you want to keep repeating that process, right? Who wants to suffer?
No.
I mean, think about intermittent fasting. Fasting in its very nature has a little bit of a negative connotation, but yet it is so in the body, very rewarding to the body. The body will ultimately begin to feel better when we play the intermittent fasting game.
So caffeine can have that same addictive trait as well, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's and you're stimulating your parts of the brain that are reaching for whatever rocket fuel or whatever endorphin release that you're going for. And then
I will say this, whenever we did our detox, had 0 caffeine, and whenever I had it again, it was like
you got the buzz again.
I got the buzz again, but it felt like a little slice of heaven. I'm not even joking but it was like, like this is what I've been missing. This is what I've been wanting.
Yes.
And I went, a little over 3 weeks with 0, actually longer.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I haven't had it this long. Why, go a little bit longer. But when I had it, it was like that cool, calm feeling. And it was like, it was like a peace came over me. Like, this is what I wanted. And then I was
that's very rewarding to your adrenal glands.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you look at this, if we're constantly pushing our body with endorphin based foods, like foods that aren't necessarily nourishing our body, but just more or less constantly stimulating our body never gets a break. And there's where the power of intermittent fasting comes in, is you're giving your body time to have a break. But I think what happens is a lot of people are reaching to, caffeine based drinks to get them through those intermittent fasting times, because it is an appetite suppressant as well.
Mm-hmm.
Miss English here just said that she gets really bad headaches without caffeine. Well, that means you're addicted to it, and that's a hard reality. So, I told my story is I was 36 years old, and I wake up one morning and we were in Florida at a conference, and I asked my wife, I said, hey, I said, do you want to get up and go have some coffee? I'll drink coffee with you this morning. And she goes, she gets so excited because my wife's a connoisseur, right? I mean, she loves coffee. I mean, she has a little sign by the on the bar that says "No coffee, no talkie," and so she has a strong addiction to caffeine and coffee as well, and she drinks it black, which I'm thankful for at least, and she drinks good organic coffee, and we freshly grind it every morning. I mean, so it's we try to make it better, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but it does rob you of minerals. It does overstimulate and stress your adrenal glands. And then when you remove it, you're going to crash and you're going to potentially have headaches. So go back. I'm 36. And then at the end of when I was last year, December, this time last year, I literally started waking up at 4:30 to 4:45 with a migraine because my body was saying, you need coffee. You need it now. You need caffeine. And the only thing I was drinking was a coffee. And I was during the day, I was like looking for my patient, some of my employees to run and grab me a Starbucks because I needed a cold brew, right? And then I realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? 2 years doing this and didn't realize, because I'd never had coffee up until this point. I'm like anti-caffeine guy, and then but I enjoyed the experience. But now it took me about a week to break the addiction. The headaches went away. So, Carrie, just to be encouraging to you that it will go away. And you flood your body with water. There is a little bit of suffering because there's some reasons no way to break that headache addiction other than just to go through it. But I'll tell you what we have at our office that can help you is to take a product in our office called Antronex, Antronex, Antronex. And what it'll do is it'll open up and dilate all of your exit channels, and it'll allow things to move through. Blood will move better, lymph will move better. That addiction process break will be faster, and you won't have that feeling of the headache as bad for as long.
Yeah.
But once you break it, it's done. Like, it has no hold on you anymore. And so for the year, I have not had any caffeine, and I'm always just calm, cool, and collected. I don't get overly excited. I'm not overly emotional about this and that. And what's nice is I have broken over the last several years the emotional addiction to food. Like, food I don't look around going, I need a pie,
Mm-hmm.
and I want you to look at it like, hey, there's nothing wrong with you. That's your body telling you something. But I want you to look at, you shouldn't be reaching for sugar. You shouldn't be reaching for glue, wheat and flours. You shouldn't be reaching for some sort of artificial rocket fuel to get through a day whenever you should be just calm, cool, and collected. Your body should wake up, be alert while the sun's up, and then you should get sleepy and go to bed at night when the sun goes down. I raise chameleons, little lizards, and when the lights go off, their eyes close and they don't wake back up until their lights turn back on. I mean, you don't train them. That's just the way they are. They do it like that in nature when you go read about them. And so our bodies are very much the same way. And if we would go to sleep when it was bedtime and wake up when it's sunny time, we would have a more productive cycle, because everybody's alert and productive and having good conversation, hopefully productive ones, when the sun is up.
Yeah. I think for me, like the detox that we did, it was a good way to break and show, like, hey, you know what? I'm control of my body. There's nothing that really controls me. There's not going to be food that makes me, say I have to do this. And if there is, I'm going to break it right now. So it was a good thing to take a break from caffeine, take a break from sugar, take a break from, fast food and some other stuff. And there were a lot of health benefits that I had during that time. It was like clearer skin. I lost some weight. My clothes were fitting a little bit better, and it was a good time, and it was a challenge. And sometimes it's good to challenge yourself.
Oh, absolutely. I think that, that's why the new year is such a powerful time. When we're going to launch this detox program, guys, we want you guys to realize that This is a 21-day vacation from stress and stimulants that you're putting in your body. And when you take those stress and stimulants out of your body will perform for you in ways that it never used to. Because when you're 18, you don't feel bad when you're eating pizza. I mean, I remember going to these, buffet pizza joints, and they ask us to leave because we ate more than our
Sir,
fill.
stop.
Yeah. And so they, but if I tried to do that now, I mean, I'd have a headache just from my system being clogged up.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to me what our bodies can do when we have, way more growth or stem cells, when we have way more metabolic activity, when we're way more active, as people in our development years. And so as we get older, our body changes. Every 10 years, it shifts. And I see the shift in supplement programs change. Like, there'll be a heavy herbal-based program that will shift to a heavy nutrition food-based program that'll shift back to an herbal-based program. So all those different.
It just shifts with the trends, I suppose, huh?
It was me. I was wondering where that was coming from.
There was like a noise, and it was like, what's that noise? Oh,
I just heard
the computer.
Was it been there the whole
No,
time?
I don't think so. It just started.
I must have hit a button.
But it's been fixed. Right now it's 9:29. We have Dr. Aaron Chapa in. Dr. Chapa, what's up?
That's awesome. Guys, this is Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center. We love helping people get from point A to point B in their health. Whatever it is. If you're coming in with headaches, if you're coming in with high blood pressure, if you're coming in with, you're chronically ill, you get earaches, or you have kids that get earaches all the time, you have belly pain, you have, issues with chronic fatigue, or Curt, wake up. He's falling asleep.
He just finished his healthy cookie,
Yeah,
so
right.
he needs a nap now.
And he's done his good deed for the day. If whatever symptom pattern you have that you're not genetically born with, we can help you understand why it's happening, and we can give you a tool on how to break through to the other side where the green pastures are.
Cool. So Cassie has a question. Cassie asks, can the detox help build up your immune system to where you don't get sick a whole lot?
Yeah. So I had a patient ask me yesterday, do you ever get sick, Dr. Chapa? And I look back and I'm thinking, the last time I got the flu was 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I was on an antibiotic was 15, when I was 15, so 24 years ago. And so, yeah, absolutely. So when I've done 38 detoxes, and I love this idea of always working and cleaning out the oil in the body, and changing the oil in the body as a metaphor. Always looking at how do I make my liver healthier and stronger? How do I make my blood cleanse better? Keeping my spleen healthy. How do I keep my bowels open and clean and not clogged up? So what happens is when your body, if you look at like spinning plates, how many plates can you legitimately spin? If you practice, then you can spin a lot of plates. But sooner or later, if you don't keep working at it, those plates are going to start falling. So when we're looking at detox, look at detox like a way that you're allowing your body a vacation so that it can focus internally on things that have been building up. And slowly but surely, you don't realize it, but is turning into a diagnostic symptom that's going to lead you ultimately to a diagnostic disease. We don't want to go down that path. So that's why if you have right now symptom patterns, I love how Gardy said that Curt is having check engine lights going off all morning long. That his check engine lights are
trying to get brownie points.
Yeah, he is, and he got them. I mean, he's getting a little shout out.
Come on, let me get my brownie points.
That's right.
Come on.
So or supplemental points. How about that?
Yeah, I was saying it's the only
Better
brownies I get on the
brownies.
detox.
That's right.
Come on, let me get the points. Let me enjoy this.
The symptoms are the start of whatever disease you're going to have 15 years from now. And now understand, I'm not speaking disease or illness over anybody.
Right.
My prayer is that every tissue cell functions the way that God created it to function in your body. And so, but if you have symptoms right now, it's a sign that you are on the wrong road to developing a potential disease. So disease never just manifest in your body overnight, like, oh my gosh, I got cancer, or oh my gosh, I've got rheumatoid arthritis. It developed over time. So if you start now, and this is why Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center, we believe all life starts and stops at the cellular level, and nutrition is your fundamental backbone that allows your body to spiral out of control or spiral, get traction and get a grip on health. Your body wants to heal. If you start now, you can change the next 15 years of your health. You can get these symptoms under control. You can understand what triggers those symptoms to manifest before they ever turn into a disease. You know what they call that, Gardy?
What?
Prevention.
Okay.
Not early catching or early screening. That's one of the things that they say, oh, get your mammogram because we can early detection. Guys, we don't want to detect anything. We want the mammogram to come back clean. We want your blood test to come back squeaky clean. And that way, because when you look at a blood panel, if you see disease on the blood panel, it's been there a while because the blood doesn't change very quickly because your body wants to protect the blood. It's got buffering systems that, and AKA other symptoms that will start manifesting long before the blood starts manifesting disease patterns.
I think we have a question. Somebody texted in a question, and Curt, you got that one, huh?
Yeah, this one's a really, really, really long one to do, and I had to slow my brain down because of what it's doing.
Do you want me to
today.
read it?
I got it. I got it.
We can help you, Curt.
My son came down with strep and swimmer's ears yesterday. He's 10. I took him to the doctor to see what was going on, got prescribed a steroid antibiotic for the ear, an oral antibiotic for strep. I put drops of olive oil and tea tree oil in his ear and around. Seemed to be better, but the ringing is still there, he said. But the strep I gave him, elderberry syrup and vitamin C and ginger water. Can the ginger kill the strep completely? What do you suggest to do instead of doing the meds? Besides, I've done to really kill it, or what I'm doing, is it enough? I don't want him to miss school and be contagious is the other thing.
Okay,
Sorry.
so no, it's great. So when you're dealing with earaches, it is a congestion of lymph tissue in the neck that's building up. The eustachian tubes can't drain, so they obviously have to sit there and they percolate. And stagnation leads to disease. Okay, so what we want to do is free up as much of the stagnation as possible. You're doing a great job putting the olive oil concoction in the ear. I'm assuming that it has. I don't know if she said it. Was it a garlic ear oil, a ginger ear oil, or was it just olive oil? I don't remember. But
She didn't say.
But typically, I recommend a garlic ear oil. It can have other things in it, like St. John's and some other antimicrobial herbs. But as long as garlic and oil are together, you can put drops of that in the ear. Then not only does that create a reduction in inflammation and pain, that also saturates across the membrane. The tympanic membrane, the eardrum, and it will start to work on the inner ear infection from the external, because this sounds like an inner ear infection. And so antibiotics only fix approximately 60 to 70% of the infection. They just reduce the symptoms. He has a 6 to 7 times chance of getting a reoccurring infection within 6 weeks. So what I try to encourage moms to do is to come in the office and start learning about sesame seed oil, Congoplex, and Thymex. Those powerful tools in your tool bag will help the body's immune system take that burden off his docket so that he isn't contagious and that his body has a healthy next step in dealing with immune activity. My recommendation, though, is let's see if we can teach his body to fight the infection without the antibiotic. Because you can always resort to the antibiotic. Does that make sense? So if you give the body the tools to learn how to fight on its own, then you need the antibiotic one day whenever you've exhausted every other resource, but you're not leaning on it. I look at antibiotics like 9 lives of a cat. Sooner or later, you run out of lives. They run out of opportunity to have an effect, a therapeutic effect on the body. And antibiotics are the number one most overused medication ever. And so we need to train the immune system to fight. So we use Congoplex, Thymex, sesame seed oil. In this case, we'd use some coral, which is a calcium magnesium product that will very quickly, it's like 85% absorbable in the body. It's extremely quick in its effect on getting the immune system what it needs. And that your son needs nourishment and an immune response that from inside that will go and target the bacteria that his body is dealing with. And the only reason you had to resort to the antibiotics is because you just didn't know that these other tools exist. My mission right now is to tell people, hey, there's a better way. There's an alternative. And Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center is your alternative to drugs and surgery. And that's what we were here for.
Right now it's 9:37. We have some more questions coming in. We're going to try and get as many of these answered as we can. So Carrie had also asked, she said, I was told you could reverse NAFLD. And I think, Curt, you looked that up, right?
Yeah, it's non-alcoholic fatty liver disease.
Yeah, so
is that true?
Absolutely. So non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, typically, believe it or not, is caused from an overinduction of processed foods, high fructose corn syrup, and an overconsumption of fruit. And I know the only thing that anybody just heard was that I just said that fruit consumption did it. It's all of those things. It's processed food, high fructose corn syrup, and overconsumption of fruit, which means the average American is recommended to eat 6 to 11 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. But the only thing they hear is 6 to 11 fruits a day.
Yeah.
And they need to be recognizing that fructose, fruit sugar, is only processed via the liver, and that binds up and stresses out the liver, and that can create that fatty liver situation. I had a 19-year-old come in with that very problem, and inside of 6 months, he was 100% resolved. So say the doctors, the blood work, and the people he was working with. And so it is absolutely reversible, and it just takes time. Your liver can regenerate itself. I can cut out 2/3 of your liver and it will grow back. That's how powerful of an organ it is. Cool. And so everything in my office revolves around rebuilding the liver as a number one filtering support, because the liver's the giver. So we can do it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So we've had a couple people mention, Cassie said she has the flu right now, and she didn't know anything about like antibiotic stuff. And Monique had said, hey, is there anything I can do, like a home remedy, something, not antibiotics, I guess, for the flu?
So we have a product in our office called Viracid. It's from a company called Orthomolecular, and it is absolutely awesome for dealing with flu. We can reduce symptoms by over 60%. I think it's actually 80. I think I'm being conservative. Over 60% inside of 48 hours. And it is, or I think it's, 48 hours. And but typically when you're aggressive with Viracid and a product called Immuplex, you will build your immune system up. Take lots of coral. And we use calcium lactate or Coral Legend from Standard Process or Premier Research Labs, and that will give the body everything that it needs to deal with the symptoms of the flu.
Very cool.
And so absolutely, you can call our office at 281-554-8600 or visit us at our website at justlivewell.com. These are tools, by the way, that, I was talking to somebody yesterday that, when infections do hit, so I would say that I still do get, stuff from time to time, but instead of it being a 24-hour bug or a 12-hour bug, my family, we process infections very quickly because we have very strong immune systems, because we're building those immune systems always. We do that through food intake, we do that water intake, and we do that through supplemental intake. And so we're always working on building that immune system. So we can process infections as fast as 6 hours.
Wow.
The fact that you're dealing with it in 24 just means that your body needs some training, and that's what we're here to do.
Okay, so we have another question. This one's from Leah. She said, what's the best thing to do to help with an anxiety disorder? And then she followed up and said, I have PCOS, diabetes, high blood pressure, and psoriasis.
All right, so obviously there's a lot going on there, and I would absolutely recommend that you call us 281-554-8600. But let's just start with PCOS. PCOS is always blood sugar related. Well, guess what? Your second thing there is diabetes. That's absolutely PCOS is polycystic ovarian syndrome. If you're wondering.
Okay.
Sorry.
Curt was looking it up.
Yep. No worries. You got your back. So it's a hormonal problem. So if you polycystic, multiple cyst ovarian around the ovaries syndrome, okay, it causes chronic fatigue. It causes all kinds of period issues for females. So they're cycling, quote unquote, this bad word PMS that nobody likes to talk about, but they're moody, they're depressed, they're anxious, they're frustrated, they're agitated, easily agitated. They have headaches, and it's just a myriad. This is why they call it a syndrome. Kurt's over there raising his hand. He goes, "I think I got that."
He was checking the list as he went. He was like moody, cranky,
Oh, Kurt,
eating
you're
ice
such a
cream.
good
I don't know.
sport. I love you,
Raw
Kurt.
beef.
I really love you, Kurt.
Raw beef.
Raw beef. I don't know if PCOS patients crave raw beef.
Wow.
Oh, just me.
So PCOS is a blood sugar issue, and then now you're having high blood pressure trouble. That's because there's stress on your body. And then you have psoriasis because your body isn't using the number one exit channel, your bowels and your liver, to process out the waste. It's going right at your skin. So I hate to say, but you're literally eliminating trash that you should be evacuating out your bowels. You're pushing it out your skin. And so we can absolutely, in time, help you turn these things around because your body wants to heal. I guarantee you weren't born with PCOS. I guarantee you weren't born with diabetes, and you weren't born with high blood pressure or psoriasis. And so we can help you turn those things around because anything, and I really want you to grab this, Leah, this is awesome. Anything your body can develop, it can undevelop. And it's just, we got to stop doing the things that cause the symptom patterns to evolve into these disease processes.
Yeah. Right now it's 9:43. We're talking to Dr. Aaron Chapa from Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center located in League City, Texas. Dr. Chapa, tell them, where are you located? How can somebody get a hold of you?
Okay, so my name is Dr. Aaron Chapa. Our office is Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center. We're in League City, Texas, 281-554-8600, or you can visit us on our website at justlivewell.com. And what we do is we give people alternatives to drugs and surgery. We teach people how to live well, be well, and stay well, one bite at a time. We believe that if anything your body can develop, it can undevelop. We just got to help you stop doing the things that caused it to manifest itself in the first place. And you guys are absolutely welcome. I'm so glad you tuned in. Please share, like, and our video. Give us a thumbs up, love us, and help let other people know that there's information because people just don't know. And I want people to realize you're not doomed to, birth control pills for your PCOS problems. You're not doomed to antibiotics or steroids for your, eczema problems or your psoriasis problems, or you're not doomed to blood pressure meds for your blood pressure issues or your diabetic medications. If there is a better way, and I am still, so I've been doing this 13 years. I'm still amazed that after this amount of time, that when people come in with a myriad of symptoms and syndromes and all the medications that they come in on, that their body over the course of 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 15 months, all those patterns of dysfunction go away, their drug list decreases, and it just takes time. And we will help you on whatever, budget you're on and whatever plan you can afford. We're going to try our very best to give you alternatives because we know that this is your best shot at living a healthier, better life is through alternatives to drugs and surgery. And that's what Living Well stands for. We give people alternatives to drugs and surgery, and we believe that you can, live better, be better. So give us a jingle.
Cool. Hey, Dr. Chapa, have we mentioned to you what we're doing on the 21st? It's a Friday, yes.
Yes, you have.
Are you going to be able to be there with us?
I recall. I better double check something real fast.
Okay, let me kind of share with our audience right now. If you don't know what we're doing on the 21st, we're going to do a
share-a-thon.
It's a share-a-thon, exactly. We're going to do it through social media, YouTube, over the air. We're going to try and raise some money for KHEA Radio. So 2019, we can start giving a better product, with better cameras. We'll be able to go mobile to Dr. Chapa's office and maybe do our show there, whenever our schedules work out. So this is what we want to do.
It's all day, right?
All day what?
It's all. I mean, it's the whole day. It's the whole day.
We're
going to be in the
24 hours, right?
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, hey, that sounds.
How many
exciting.
hours can you commit?
So that's right. So hey, look, I think so. My end of day is. So I looks like I finished seeing patients around 4:00 that day, and then I can shoot over here and totally hook up. That'd be absolutely fun.
We're excited. So we're gonna try and raise some money.
Off the calendar.
Perfect.
So yeah, reach into your pockets.
Yeah, even like $10, $5.
If you bring cheese.
No cheese.
Oh wait,
can you PayPal cheese?
Can you PayPal
you can
cheese?
PayPal just about anything.
Wow, we do have our shirts over there. we got some shirts printed up from Southern Sass Vinyl and more, and so those are some other things we're going to try and be selling some shirts, raise some money, doing whatever else we can think of, because we're going to be doing that.
I want to give a little shout out. Nice. KHU Radio right behind me, 99.5. I want to give a shout out to
that's your side.
Oh,
right?
Is this for me?
For a $15 donation, you too, Dr. Chapa, can rock that beautiful
totally
KHEA shirt.
Because I'm ready to be, I want to be closer to the camera. Hey, Facebook.
With that camera, boom.
That's going to be bam.
$15 closer.
So the I want to say, congratulations to Jennifer Withy. She's one of the my lead clinical nutritionists in the office that helps me while I'm out here, talking to you guys. She's at the office serving patients and taking care of people. Our office is growing, and we're making just amazing strides, and really appreciate all the effort that my team is putting in. And over the this summer and through the going into this new year, we're very excited. Ashley's out there beating the street, serving. She was making little Grinch fruit art out at one of the health fairs in League City, and I couldn't do all the fun things that I'm getting to do without an amazing staff and an amazing team. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that works in my office. I have two Jennifers, so nobody knows what Jennifer I'm talking about. I have Jennifer Squared, and they are absolutely a dynamo team. So I got Jennifer Withy and Jennifer Hass, and Liz and Molly and Courtney, and just everybody that prays for our office. Love everybody that is a patron of and a supporter of what Living Well Clinical Nutrition stands for and believes in. And so anyway, I just want to say thanks to everybody for that, because I really do appreciate prayers. I wouldn't be here without prayer for sure. And I'm thankful for the knowledge God's given me, and I want to share it with as many people as possible, which is why I'm here on the radio with you guys, just talking shop. I want you guys to know that none of this stuff is, been FDA approved or whatever, but I can tell you from a clinical perspective, I've got 4 kids, all home birth babies. I delivered all of them with our midwife, and none of them have been on medications ever. And not to say that they haven't ever been sick. And that's the cool thing, is they can get well without the drugs. And that, I think, is the message, is that if you have a better tool, you'll use it. And I want to give you a better tool through Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center.
Thank you, Dr. Chapa. Hey, there's another question. Carrie asks, she said, one more question. Can a child that's 11 do the detax? So what kind of age are we looking at?
Absolutely. We would probably modify it a little bit for your kiddo. I have she's 12. So last year, the youngest that went through the detox with us, I think, was 10. And a lot of times it's just mind over matter if they're willing. And we just love on them, and we just build them up, because, so I'll share this with you. So this same 12-year-old, she says, her parents, hey, what do you want for Christmas? She goes, I want to do an ultimate detox program with Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center.
Wow.
Yeah, that's awesome. Go Madison. You know who I'm talking about. I'm so proud of you. And so, yeah, so kids need to detox as well. And we will modify it. We'll make sure that there's protein involved, not just, fruits and vegetables, but, 7 days on a fruits and vegetables fast for, kids is no big deal. So people get worried that they're not going to have those amino acids to put the protein in to make sure that they're developing and all that stuff. And they're going to be fine. It's 21 days. It's not the end of the world. And they have, if you think about it, and this is what I always go back to, we're okay putting fake food in our kids year after year after year.
Yeah.
We freak out whenever we ask them to not eat fake food for 21 days and eat fruits and vegetables. And so, and then you sit back and you think, oh yeah, that does make sense. And that's really what I want you to grab hold of, is food is medicine. So if we put the right food in, even as young as a 7-year-old could easily go through this process. I think anything less than that, their attention span isn't as much to get through the process. But if they're willing to do it, absolutely. And I think that there's no reason that they shouldn't, because kids especially are inundated with more sugar, more sweets than I think even adults a lot of times. So,
yeah. Like donuts for breakfast, a lot of the sugary cereals,
pasta,
and then snacks, all those.
Pop-Tarts, Pop-Tarts and all that sugary snacks items that people are getting into. So, no doubt about it. I think that bring it on. If she's willing to do it, if he's willing to do it, no matter how old they are or how young they are, we will do our very best to make sure that they have all the tools they need to get through it.
Yeah.
So
cool.
So you guys are rocking, man.
Yeah, having a good day so far. It's Tuesday. Dr. Chapa is usually in on Tuesday starting at 8:30, and we hang out till as long as we can because we always have a good time.
That's right. There's no doubt about it. So the I don't know if there's any other questions that have popped over, but I definitely would just wanted to. We have a Nutrition 101 class coming up this week as well. I'll have Ashley post that, and it's going to be an Eat This, Not That lecture. And what that means is we're going to show you what you should be eating more of. Like when you go to your H-E-B, your Kroger, your grocery store, what products, live products, should you be reaching for? And if I can get you to, if I can get you to bring a new insight to your shopping regimen and teach you new tools. Obviously, shop the perimeter. Everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
But you all have kids. And so if you're going to buy bread, what bread are you going to buy? We want to give you that tool. If you're going to buy Pop-Tarts, what Pop-Tarts are out there that are the least, contaminated with junky stuff?
Speaking of stuff, did you hear Romaine's back?
Yeah, I did.
Romaine is back.
I know. It's no longer poisoned.
I was thinking about bringing some in studio, but I don't know when I would have went to the store and we could have just really tested it, to see
if
Kurt
was going to get
is Romaine back for real?
Stuff,
just eating a head of lettuce.
Oh, but how would it differ from what I'm already going with?
I thought you were going to tell everybody that.
Wow.
I'm struggling over here.
Have you didn't do an energy drink this morning?
No.
You're doing Allerplex.
I'm doing Allerplex.
And Fiji water.
I don't know how much he's taken, but last week he was only taking like 3.
Oh, he's upped it.
Oh, yesterday I had at least like 20 pills.
That's great. That's what it's going to take sometimes. Especially, but
every time I sneezed, it was like, all right,
here's another one.
Allerplex.
So this is what I want you to do though. This week, because this is a good experiment, and I would treat you just like a patient. I'd say for this week until I come back next Tuesday with my surprise. For you guys,
I like surprises.
Yeah. I want you to do no milk, cheese, yogurt, sour cream, ice cream, and
look at him.
Protein.
His eyes just like glazed over.
He gets so sad. Look at he just did an Allerplex drop. He just dropped it and it did like a bottle flip and it landed perfectly. And
you said no milk, and then he was like, so listening to cheese, and he like instantly his face went dropped, and he got up and was like, I can't do this.
You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, Kurt.
That's true. So January 7th, are you going to be doing the detox?
Cheese. Oh yeah. Sure.
Hey, how's that commercial coming along?
Great.
Yeah.
I hope so. I want to put it out there. I want to see people see this thing.
Yeah. I was gonna do it last night, but Kurt was dead last night. I was literally like walking through like the church.
Nobody's here, just him.
Just me. I was like, Kurt, zombie.
Let me help you understand something.
Zombie in a church.
Like the people need the video.
No.
Like it's important.
If Allerplex,
No, look. So I this is what you have to do. You have to get off of milk, cheese, yogurt, sour cream, ice cream, whey protein inside of 24 hours. I bet you with no more than 48, you're going to see a shift.
Let's try it. Kurt, can you do that? Can you do that?
Come on, Kurt. Say it to everybody that he's already having withdrawals. He's shaking. He's convulsing.
I don't want it.
Yeah, I know you want it. But yeah, I know.
Sure.
So, guys, he's going through withdrawals. He's like, that's just how it is. Like crack cocaine.
You gonna
right
do
there.
it? You gonna do it, Kurt, for the week?
Look at he's shaking.
So Dr. Chopper comes in next week. You can do it. You just have to do it. It's something easy.
Look, with all the chefs that follow you guys, I'm sure all of them will support you for a week, and they'll find some alternative to help you out.
No, yeah.
There's no doubt.
Oh yeah.
No,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say, Dr. Chopper, before we take a break?
All right. So once again, my name is Dr. Aaron Chapa. We own Living Well Clinical Nutrition Center. We're here to give you alternatives to drugs and surgery, and we want you guys to know that your health matters. We want to give you the most up-to-date health information available, things that we're using in the trenches every day to take care of kids, to take care of parents, to take care of grandparents. No matter what symptom patterns you're dealing with, we want to help you live better and be better one bite at a time. And you got sympathy pains right here already. Juanita saying, I feel your pain, Kurt. But then they said, you can do it. You can do it. And everybody believes in you, Curt.
I can't
All
even
believe
read
in
the
you.
comments because there's still
It's
stuff.
so encouraging. That's why you know, just read them and just know that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so, guys, remember, this is Dr. Aaron Chapa. We love you guys. We're so excited to be here every week teaching health, wellness, and things that you can do to live a better life today. So choose life. It's your life. It's your health. It's your choice. Make it happen. Make it good. And we'll talk to you guys next week. God bless you.
It's 9:57. We're going to take a quick break. Thank you for hanging out with Dr. Aaron Chapa and Kickstart. We're going to keep it going. We're going to be on till 11 a.m. We're going to have Moms with a Mission, MOM, in studio, a local nonprofit doing some cool things. They're going to be talking about everything they have going on, maybe reflect on some of the things that they have done so far this year. Coming up next is Christmas This Year by Toby Mac.
Bam.
Stay tuned.
You know how grinchy I get around Christmas time, and now you're gonna take away cheese and dairy from me?
Hey, you know what else?
You better
Dude,
not come near me this week.
Dude, you're going to feel so
Bah
much better.
humbug.
You're going to feel so much
Bah
better next
humbug.
We have our Christmas party tonight, and I was going to feed Curt tamales just for like a one. You're not going? Why?
You got a date.
Feeling well.
You probably do. Do you have plans?
gotta get my-
No,
he's
I'm
gotta
going
get my
home and
commercial done.
sleeping.
You're not going just because you didn't want to have to be responsible for bringing the drinks. Really? Is that what I could see him being like? Kurt's like, I don't want to spend money to bring any drinks to the Christmas party.
Bring your own
I'm not
drinks.
going. Here's what's crazy. Me and Curt are pretty much the only KHEA radio employees. The party was just going to be me and him for our KHEA radio party. And now it's just going to be me. I asked him to bring drinks. Now it's going to bring the food. Now it's just going to be me by myself.
Possibly.
Really? Dr.
I'm
Chop,
just
help
saying,
me out here.
I'm just saying, Curt. I mean, it's a Christmas party. KHEA radio.
KHEA radio Christmas party, just
Y'all-
me
y'all
and
just
you.
had you had this
I need
one.
maybe some
Like you got to.
matcha or something to wake me up.
The office is open till 6.
Kurt,
I have some.
Where's
he
it at?
does. What? So now it looks like the party's just gonna be me. I'm gonna go live from it. It's gonna be hopping.
Let me see. Might have something in my bag.
Give him something. He needs I just want to give him
He's already cranky.
he needs maybe it's because he's been not doing his hand sanitizer to the face. We're like, okay, Curt, you can use your hand sanitizer, rub it on your face. I've seen him even rub it in his hair. I do not know where this guy got the idea to do that from.
Stuff.
I don't know. I don't know if it's a Nebraska thing, but I've spoken to other people from Nebraska and they're like, no, we don't
that kind of stuff.
we don't do this stuff. Yeah, so the bathroom here, there's soap, hand sanitizer, all kinds of stuff. And he's just like, whoop, whoop, couple pumps, pop, 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 slapping it on, rubbing it in his beard, rubbing it in his hair, fixing it.
That's cray cray.
It is a little bit.
cray cray.
Yeah.
Gardy, it was absolutely a joy to be with you this morning.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you saw my shoes, but I figured you'd appreciate them.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Little yellow Vans.
I love it. I'll see you.
See you next week, brother.
All right. So, what's up, guys? Let us know. What do y'all have going on? We got some guests that are coming in at 10 o'clock. Right now, it is actually 10 o'clock. So, Kurt's out there chit-chatting, just shooting the breeze. So, hopefully, he gets a good slap across the face with some hand sanitizer. Comes back in energized. Let me know. What do you have going on? Feel free to chime in. Did it warm up? This morning I woke up and this was the weirdest thing. So it was like 37 degrees. It said it was 37 degrees on my phone. And then it said that the high was 64. Does that swing seem like it's a little bit high to anybody? I need to talk to God and be like, what are you doing? 37, 64. I need like a 10-degree swing. Like, okay, I would even take like 64 to 54 or 37 to 47 just so I can wear like the same thing and I don't have to change, like bring a entire change of clothes and outfit and everything. So it's not the case. Is Leah not coming because Curt couldn't remember her name?
He's homeschooling today.
No,
No, it was me.
it changes daily.
It's always me. Colleen has still gotten it. You still at least know mine, right?
Man, last time they were here,
I'm gonna swing this over.
Oh, sorry. We were extra and wore matching shirts.
wasn't there 4 of you last time?
Well, the spin
first time,
lady.
we're talking about
Quit
the
making
spin.
us multiply. Who wants to become a mom?
Oh yeah, there was this spin later.
Kurt's going through some mom issues.
You
Did
wanna
you
be a
tell him
mama?
anything? So matching shirts.
Might as
That's cool.
well, right?
For the win.
Why not?
I mean, the
Why not?
HEB.
HEB
Oh, I
$7
don't do that. I call it BH. I'm not
and the 45.
in the 45.
And I brought the big old fancy checkbook for the
For the shirts. That is.
She showed me, and I'm
I'm
like, I don't
legit.
know what that is.
We're legit.
This is like a check that you hold up whenever somebody makes a giant donation to somewhere, and they're like,
I don't.
a giant
What's
I
checkbook.
can write it for
Why is
any
it so
amount, but I can't guarantee you should get it.
big?
What?
Clear?
What is a check?
Yeah, what is a check now?
Yeah.
We take them.
Dude, can you
You take
even
it all.
Ooh.
Dude, that's what's up. So we have a ton of colors.
Oh,
Those are giant like shirts.
Oh, over there.
Yeah. So we have maroon. We have blue. We have black. We had white. No more.
Black
we have
always my
yellow.
black's always my
We
color.
have.
I think I'm
Y'all like black?
like my
Oh.
go-to.
They've been in my trunk, or they've been in my room. So they're
I'm
half
not
of them
going to
in
tell
my
you
room.
my
in my trunk.
size because you don't ever ask a lady her size.
We'll just go through it at the
He's
end.
gonna be holding it up to your back. He'll be like, oh yeah, that works. Okay.
No, just joking.
So Kurt's a small.
I am
So I'm guessing y'all are
I'm a medium.
extra small.
Somewhere between medium and low.
Who else wants a shirt? Leah, there you are.
Oh,
You're right here, Leah. What's going on? I wish I was there.
My thing is that
You're so much fun
it
too,
doesn't
Leah.
shrink.
So
we miss you.
so those shirts, I'm trying. Did they shrink? Maybe a little bit, but they're more of a.
Oh, they're soft though.
Yeah, they're. Oh, we paid a little bit extra to make sure that they were that.
No, they're like a very nice material.
Yeah, that was
Everybody out there, they're a very nice material.
Southern Sass vinyl and more. So they do vinyl shirts. They're going to be doing screen
Oh.
printing in the
Oh,
beginning of
yeah.
next year as well. They're by Pierogi Queen, by Bonnie's Donuts.
Elle, text us the size you want. You don't have to shout it out.
Let us know. What size does everybody want? Kurt?
Kid shirt too.
Yeah, we've thought about it, like baby shirts. We made a video. Well, we made a video. We haven't released it yet, but
And what color does she want?
so
These yellow ones are legit.
they're cool. I'm excited to
Oh,
wear one of the yellow
That
ones.
is actually a really cool color. Maybe we should go with yellow.
Look at that. Look at that yellow.
Oh, that's bright.
That will brighten your day. Somebody's day.
My hair would be like we'd be camouflaged.
So we're going shopping.
Maybe I'll go back with yellow then.
Do yellow.
Yellows.
Sweet.
And whatever size Leah ends up. Oh, I guess I knew it's small. Sorry. I don't have my life.
You know who does have their life together?
Kurt.
Hurts.
That's what I was going to
That
say.
jacket is.
Kurt has
definitely-
his life together. He was sneezing yesterday, but today he is
she
not.
texted me.
Allergies.
Yep. He's like, it may be depending on who he's talking to and how sorry he wants them to feel for him. It
The
may be the
flu?
flu. It may be like something deadly. It could be allergies.
Ebola,
It could be a
Yeah.
cold, Ebola. Had some
I
romaine
woke
before it was
up
cleared.
With a migraine. Like this. And I was like, if I have to call Colleen and tell her she's going to do this.
It's fun.
I'd be like, what?
You do great.
I'm the quiet one. I'm the one who turns like red and gets nervous.
So y'all all did yellow?
Yes.
Sweet.
We always we match together.
Makes sense.
You can get yours too. Did Dawn?
2 easy payments. Oh yeah, Dawn wants one too. Dawn, I brought the shirts. I have them. Are you at Tribe Fitness?
Y'all have a pen?
Yes. Here is an Escape Kima pen, one of our partners. This beautiful Escape Kima pen.
Jealous y'all have all these partners. All right, we're gonna make this out to.
Oh yeah, the escape. I did the escape and he's
Yeah,
in.
you could do a bundle life or /KHEA.
We did not pass that.
You did Escape Houston?
Yes.
What
and-
room was it?
Oh, it was like, it reminded me of like Indiana Jones. We were like
Okay.
in a cave and it was like rocking
rolling.
and shaking and like
Wow.
we did really
I've never-
good. Like we got to like right at the end, like
Yeah.
15 minutes in, and then
No.
we failed.
Yeah.
Like epically failed. They were like, we'll give you a hint.
Sweet.
Another one.
So we did at Escape Chemo, we did the it was called the Scare Room, but it's the movies Saw.
Yes.
So it's not scary,
Oh, okay.
but it is based off of that. And it's like, so we're in there because we didn't want to do it if it was like, we're going to be scared for real,
Yeah.
But it was based off that. And it was a lot of fun. We got out with like 2 minutes, like barely.
Oh, so you made it.
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah,
But we had a bunch of people, like
We would not be
the
here
maximum.
if we didn't make it.
Well,
He
I
was
had to
this
hold up
close
those
to
signs
guess.
that like we.
It literally says that on the sign.
It does. It's
I don't know how you spell
like,
it.
we failed. Yeah.
Kurt, so
You're
are you
giving it
dairy
up?
free? Are you really not going to the party tonight? The staff party?
I don't know yet.
What do you mean you
look
don't know?
so
You
on
have
point
plans?
right now.
No, I'm not feeling the
This-
greatest.
Oh, you have to go. That will perk up your spirit.
Don wants a maroon medium. They look small.
Look, Kurt, let me tell you what you do. Go to HEB. You go to the pharmacy and you say, "I need the Sudafed, the real stuff." Your driver's license. That stuff will.
I want the stuff that's not
You
Dr.
will
Chapo approved.
knock
Is what
you-
you're saying.
it'll
Like-
and you will clean your whole entire apartment.
nice.
Puts a little pep in your step.
So Don wants a maroon medium.
All right.
It really does
Say-
work.
And we went to Land and Sea Services yesterday, and that was awesome. We saw a bunch of cool stuff there. Giant boat, something called a Seakeeper. I get seasick. They have this thing that if a boat rocks like this, they put it and install it on there, and it keeps the boat from rocking. So instead, like it's a ball, but for whatever reason, the inside of the ball moves, but it keeps the boat stable. So
Oh.
they
Like,
have
you get
massive
seasick
ones.
if like you go way out or like just out.
So I was in Hawaii this summer and we trolled the water for 4 hours and we weren't that far out, but the water's deep and we were just going, I started throwing up like instantly. And it was just,
You're like, this is the
I
best
paid
time
like
ever.
$300 to throw up for 4 hours.
This was so fun.
And then we went fishing in the jetties earlier. And so it's not that far, but until we started catching a bunch of fish, I was like, I'm about to get seasick. And then, yeah. And I've never been on a cruise, so I don't know, like if a bigger boat would help. Yeah.
We went on a cruise like 2 years ago, and I don't get seasick, but I didn't know how it was going to be because you wake up and you look out your window and it's just
It's
water.
Yeah.
And then one night it was like this. You were just
yeah.
on the boat, like
Rough.
trying to get ready, and you're
See, they need a Seakeeper from Land and Sea Services. It was massive ones. It was pretty cool what they have going on there. But they're in Lamarck, not too far from here.
Oh, not at
So-
all.
It was cool. So what's going on? What have you guys been up to?
Oh,
mom and
Just mom life?
working.
Yeah.
It's momming, trying to make sure we.
now it's the holiday season, so it's
Y'all ready for Christmas?
Yeah.
yeah.
My
All the gifts are done? Like
Yeah.
y'all have already done everything?
wrapped it under the tree.
Wow.
However, I just keep getting more.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm like, oh, they'll need. and then-
Tuesdays and Thursdays are dangerous for us because we have no children, and
Yeah.
so we go. If my husband's listening, we don't go shopping, but we go shopping, and we have to tell each other, "Don't let me go over there."
We're good.
Yeah.
Like their stockings are good. Quit saying this goes in.
So your kids aren't trying to open the presents under the tree?
Mm-mm, mine are good about that.
Okay, mine
Mine
aren't.
are still,
Mine
mine,
would-
are not under the tree. They're still in the 1,000 Amazon boxes that have been
Oh,
delivered to my
okay.
house.
See, mine were like, I kept sticking them and then they'd be like, we know that the presents are in there. Don't worry, we won't look.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I better wrap them. If not, I have a 5-year-old who would totally be in there looking like, I know what you got for Christmas.
Yeah, I read or saw a meme somewhere where it was like keep some empty boxes, and if your kids are bad, like throw one in the fireplace, or
Yeah.
like if they're like trying to peek, and it's like every time you peek, and then you just like throw it, and it's for a
Just
dramatic.
get like a hammer and
effect.
smash.
Well,
Yeah.
we did one year, we did like
Brutal.
where you like,
Probably, yeah.
where you like wrap like utensils or like food or used stuff. It was like one of those. It was like the night before Christmas. You guys get to open one gift, and like
Right.
it was like a jar of like half open spaghetti sauce, and like I think it's like Jimmy
Avocado.
Kimmel or something. You're supposed to like video record it, and they like. Except ours were like, oh, we love celery.
Yeah.
I love a spoon. And
Like,
we're like,
this
this
is
is not what we
backfiring.
were like. I was like, and she was like, look, Preston, I have your part of the container and you have the lid.
Is that your oldest daughter?
Is Luciana. Yeah, she's like this. Yeah, I was like, okay, never mind.
I saw. She's in a play, right?
Yeah, she's doing the Music Man in for Dickinson High School.
What grade is she in?
First?
How does that work?
It's like an open.
Really advanced.
No, they open it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, good job. No, they open it up for the school district.
Could you sing
So,
a few
like,
tunes for us, Colleen?
oh, she was like, Mom, could you help me? And I was like, I do not know how to sing. And those like octaves go like.
Yeah.
She also asked me what the Music Man was about, and I was like, that when I was like 6, I cannot remember the Music
My
Man.
son wants to try out for the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That one's coming up somewhere.
Oh, and
That'd be cool.
that would be fun.
But he's like, as long as I don't have to sing in a microphone.
Yeah.
Oh no, she was like, but then she was like really mad because I was like, well, let's just try out for the ensemble cast
Yeah.
this time. And she was like devastated that I didn't think she was good enough to have a speaking part.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't think that I could get a speaking part, Mom? And I was like, I mean, maybe,
Yeah.
but let's just try for this first.
Yeah. See if you like it. That's what I would say.
But
See
it's
if you like it.
hardcore.
It is.
It's
She
a lot
had
of
a-
rehearsal and
She had a
time.
2-hour practice last night. She'll have a 2-hour practice on Thursday.
She's in first grade.
Yes. And last week it was like one was a 3-hour. I mean, it's an amazing play. Dickinson does a great job with it, but like,
yeah.
I mean, she's learning like where you have to go and
Stage left.
yeah, stage right.
Blocking.
We
and all
have
that stuff,
they were
yeah.
doing blocking for 2 hours last night. She was so confused at first, like,
Yeah.
why I don't know why we're moving this way and then
Right.
going back that.
And then learning to read music,
Yes,
Wow.
yeah, 2-hour music.
which is good because they don't teach that anymore in school.
Cool. Uh huh.
So she's enjoying it. I was like, well, just see how it goes.
Yeah. And then go from there. That's cool.
Yeah.
See, my son, he likes plays. He loves music, and he can sing pretty well. But I don't think he could sit through a 2-hour rehearsal. Like, it'd just be like,
No.
okay, stay
Mine-
there till you're called, and he'd be like,
Mine would be like,
Oh yeah, I know. Because my son's like, do I get to do it next year? Because he'll be in kindergarten, and I was like, I don't think so. Like, I feel like they would be like, oh, Miss Spark,
like, do they
could
have
you
a
not?
breakdancing
Yeah.
part?
Could
'Cause
you
he
not
likes,
break dance?
he likes to. He said, "This is not breakdancing," and he gets down on the floor.
"What's up, Crystal?" She said, "I'm late to the party. Had to take another kid to the dentist." That's what happens when you have a herd of kids. Chris, does she have 3? How many kids does Crystal have?
"Hey, that is not a herd. We have
I don't think she had them because we met 2 daughters, and then she has a son,
that is a herd." Actually.
and
Yeah.
You're asking questions I don't know the answer to. I'm so sorry.
you should know these things. You were at her house the other day.
Yeah.
You didn't count
No,
kids?
it wasn't her
Her
house.
babysitting?
It was somebody
Oh,
else's
God.
house.
Can you imagine? It was somebody else's house. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm so
Oh, Crystal
sorry.
has 5. You're keeping
5.
2 kids secret from us?
Okay,
What are
maybe
their
that
names?
is like.
There's
I-
there's
You got
only
it,
2
Crystal, you
people
got
it.
and mom's on a mission, right?
Oh, Leah's watching.
Oh.
Yay.
Who's Leah?
Wow.
Oh, Kurt.
I think we should do some type of like fundraiser. Like Kurt gets auctioned out to be a
He would like
nanny.
that.
A
Oh,
nanny.
for a nanny? He was like, no. He was like, oh, yeah, auction me out.
auction me off. We're like, dude,
like a bachelor. Like a
knock
bachelor.
me out on the town? Sure. Nanny, no.
Retreat.
People have said that before, and he's like, wait, who's paying? That's like the first thing that comes to his mind. He's like, they are,
Hey,
right?
those babysitting
Right?
gigs are. I know I've paid one girl $15 an hour. I was like,
Never mind. We're not going to go out. We can't afford it.
yeah,
yeah, you go to dinner, and he's like, "Do you want to go anywhere else?" No, I mean we've already racked up like $60.
yeah.
We're going home
That's
Wait,
funny.
you can make $15 an. It's more than I make here at the radio station.
with
15.
3 kids. Or more.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then you have 3
But then you
kids you
have
have
to
to keep
deal with.
alive and deal with.
Yeah.
Trying to put to bed.
But I have a girl in the neighborhood that watches ours, and she's $10 an hour. She's
$10
only
an hour.
17.
Yeah.
But we love.
We never go out.
But we never go. But we
Are
don't
you
really
crying? Why are you crying? She's like,
We never get out.
Yeah. We went and saw a movie the other day. We went and saw Creed 2, but I think I've seen like 3 movies since my daughter was born, who she's about to be 2 in February, just
I don't remember
because
the last time we went to-
well, we're busy and we have
Yeah.
people that help. And we have people that help. But it's it's just easier. But like whenever we're doing, it's always something like we're doing somewhere or like working at something and doing something else.
So then you feel badly like calling upon those people again.
I need to go watch a movie. Yeah, like can you do that?
We have like a family.
I
breakfast
offered to watch his kid for free, and he was like, "No."
He's like,
Why
I'm
would I
good.
ever do that? I don't even
nice.
like him around him whenever I'm there. And he's always like, "Hi, River." Hi, Kellen's like,
Kurt.
I know, poor Kurt.
you know, you say that now, but by the end of this interview, you're probably gonna be like, "Nah,
We'll be
he
crying.
deserves it. He deserves it."
They
I wanna
watch
go-
all the
I'll
time.
continue to be crying.
So we got 12 seconds. Y'all want to go on the FM? Do this already?
I know. I
Put on my shirt.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy,
And I'm Kurt.
and we have Moms on a Mission, MOM, in studio hanging out with us. We have Colleen and we have Sarah. Leah is also one of the moms on a mission, but she is, I'm guessing, she has some stuff she needs to do.
Yep.
She's not here.
She homeschools.
She's
So
homeschooling
they're
her-
schooling today.
Oh, that's cool.
Giving her children the gift of education.
I should have dropped Kurt off there so he can learn. I wonder what the lesson plan looks like today.
We could have done it like a two-parter.
Yeah,
School with Kurt.
School with Kurt.
Yeah.
That'd be a good time. So, Moms on a Mission, MOM. How's it been going? What have y'all been up to?
We have been still working with our community, still getting out there, and we're really excited for 2019. We're kind of rejuvenating, kind
Yeah.
of starting back out.
Have some new things coming up.
So, y'all have been focusing for this past year on restoration for families and people who were affected by Hurricane Harvey, right? And there's been a lot that y'all have done. Can we kind of reflect for a bit, like this past year? What have y'all been able to do?
We finally were able to finish sheetrocking an entire house. We've delivered sheetrock a couple times to neighborhoods, and then we were able to get 28 appliances out to homeowners. And that was through y'all. We came on free with you guys and kind of pushed our fundraiser, and it became even more than what we were. Our goal was 5, and we were able to give 28
That's
Yeah, that was
awesome.
awesome.
appliances out. So that was an amazing opportunity.
And what are some of the ways that y'all raised money? Like, how did y'all do it?
We had personal donors, people that believed in us, our PayPal account, and then we did
The rush cycle.
rush cycles twice, and we did painting with a twist was actually
Yeah.
like an amazing fun opportunity, like such a neat night.
Yeah, it was great.
Didn't you buy a ticket?
Oh, and you didn't come.
I thought we were gonna not ever mention that.
Okay, in his defense, though, I'll take his defense because he did come and do the spin.
That is
Where were you at, Gardy? You weren't there, so.
There was something going on. What did I have going on? There's
Slip
something I had
slip
going
slap.
on. I don't remember what it was.
Somebody's got to take your side at some point.
I like it. I love this.
Wow.
That was great.
And this
I was
interview is
ready
over.
to cower I was ready to cower into my corner and be like, I messed up.
Kurt's our mascot.
They just want that video. They're talking about they want that
no.
video.
They're just buttering me up to get the video.
He's like, y'all are getting a good video.
You're
now."
getting a great video now.
Extra effects.
Yeah.
So, as far as focusing on people who are affected by Hurricane Harvey in 2019, is it going to maintain that, or are y'all looking to expand to
We're
other
looking
people?
to expand to other people, to our community, bring in our community.
Yeah.
Our one goal is to start it's either going to be 2019 or back up into 2020, is a scholarship for a Dickinson high schooler who
That's cool.
is
That's-
someone who empowers their community, works for their community. It's, it will be based, you can give a nomination,
Yeah.
because it can be totally like, just send us,
It doesn't have to just be like
But
grade
that's-
based.
Mhm.
yeah, we want
community
to
service.
continue that sort of idea of your love for your community, someone at a young age who gets out and really does good things for the community. So we've really specifically worked with Dickinson for the last year and a half, and Dickinson definitely has our heart, but as the year 2019 expands, we definitely see us getting bigger as moms as
That's
well.
cool. Yeah, definitely. And I see Crystal Koza, who's on here. She's a mom as well. She has 5 kids, and we talked about this earlier. She said you guys should go to Rush Cycle. Kurt went to Rush Cycle. Did you have fun?
Yeah,
Was
a great
it
time.
not like,
It was the
I say
best.
it's like going to church.
Yeah, it was like going. Yeah.
He was
Well, it
like,
depends on how you feel about church.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No, he was like, I don't know. They get in there and they're like motivational. Like, yes, I could ride
Kurt's
this
like,
bike
"That's
all
weird. In
day.
church, I can sit down.
In church, I'm not like sweating and like almost dead.
I didn't know. Kurt was like, "Oh yeah, I fell asleep." Like, do you fall asleep in church? I mean, some people do. I don't know. It just depends on.
My
I never fall.
grandfather used to.
Something to get me fired. Falling asleep in church.
So Rush Cycle, they do things with nonprofits to help
Yes.
raise money. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it was really, really neat. And it's a way to also, you get like an hour of exercise.
Yeah.
And you get to give back to the community. And you have Tiffany, who's so inspiring. Like, she makes you want to come back and do it again.
Yeah. Well, it sounds tough because I've seen some cycling going on before, and it doesn't look like it's easy. So I guess you would need that extra push and motivation for sure.
Yeah.
There's also someone else on here, and there's other people that are saying like, "Oh, maybe I could help and do something to help raise some money or with y'all."
We would love that.
If somebody's interested, how can they get a hold of you?
Through our Facebook page, it's Moms on a Mission, Mom, MOM. Or our email address is momsonamission17@yahoo.com.
Okay, I believe Kurt tagged y'all's page in this video. So if you're watching right now, you can go ahead and hit that button, send a message, and let them know like, "Hey, I'd love to help. I'd love to do something."
I can't believe you asked me if I tagged them in the video. Like I don't tag guests who come in.
So I'm going to go on Gardy's defense on this one. You did forget my name. So there's that.
There's also the
All right,
fact
that
that
video quality just went down again.
It's like a 2-second.
yeah. Well, sometimes Kurt will tag somebody, but he'll tag the wrong page. Like it happens. It's like 50-50. And you never
Someone in
know.
Ohio
This is
like,
the right one.
What?
This is
Yes,
the right
I
one.
could-
I think I did that the first time they came in. Didn't I tag
Yes.
the
There
wrong?
is,
Wow,
because that's why we
thanks.
have to have like an
MOM.
MOM. Because there is a Moms on a Mission
Yeah.
that is not.
And it just worked out.
And so the other day we put a post up, and there is a local party company. So they are Jumpstart Us, and he tagged like Jumps for Us. And I was like, Kurt, they're letting us use these for free. Like they're blessing us. I was like, we need to give them the proper shout out and let people know, support them. They're local. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I thought I did the right." And I was like, no, but it's all good. Something it happens. That's the only reason I asked. I'm sorry.
I accept your apology.
Thank you. What are you thinking, Kurt?
What's coming up next?
Well, that's what
Where
we're
we're looking for maybe different restaurants that want to partner with us to do fundraisers
Okay.
to raise money for the scholarship.
Yeah, that's cool. I've seen there are local restaurants. Like I know sometimes Beyond Burger. Have y'all ever been there?
No.
Okay, y'all need to go to Beyond Burger. Y'all need to check them out. They are where there's Mall of the Mainland, there's Olive Garden, there's Beyond Burger. I've seen they've done fundraisers before. So whenever you walk in there, customize your burger. They have a bunch of different stuff, and then it's like a salad bar. And I like because you can like make your burger yourself, and that's what I like because I like a lot of like random stuff on there. And they have, if Dr. Chapa isn't listening, but they have like cheese, like nacho cheese. You can straight up put it on your burger, on your
my
fries.
gosh.
But yeah, I would definitely recommend them. Hey, if you have any suggestions, like maybe restaurants that do stuff like that, let us know.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be a restaurant. It can be if you have any
Businesses,
suggestions on how we can do a fundraiser just to raise money. We love working with people.
in our community because it connects the community with the community. Like that's our whole goal is
Yeah.
to continue to empower where we're at, further a love for our community, for us, but also for our children and generations to come. Because I feel like we saw that with Harvey is that
Yeah.
our community came together and rebuilt so well. But that's a beautiful thing to continue to empower as well.
I agree. So this Sunday we're doing something, and it's kind of community focused. So Abundant Life has been doing this for a long time. So on Sunday, they're giving away like bicycles and toys, like all of anybody who's a kid, that's going to be here. It's I think you show up like 9 or 9:30. You're gonna have to register to make sure you get a wristband, and then we're gonna get the appropriate ages and split up. But they've been doing this for years, so every kid that's here will leave with something, and then
love
all
that.
first-time visitors are gonna receive a ham, like a Christmas ham. So you can go, you can cook it, do
So
whatever
on
you want.
Sunday will be.
Yeah, y'all, please come. And then after service, we're having our holiday market, our Jingle Jangle market. Kurt, tell them what that is.
The Jingle Jangle Market we have about 24 different vendors. We're going to have bounce houses. We might have snow.
We're trying to work on that one.
There's going to be food provided.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like we're working on possibly even if you get that ham, like sitting it right there and grilling it up.
Smoke, yeah.
Yeah.
Put it on the
Grilling the ham.
smoker. You got a ham. Now let's throw it in the smoker, and then you don't even have to cook
Church
it.
is always
deep
doing
fryer.
some fun stuff.
Yeah.
For
Are you
sure.
going to come and bring your rush cycle like pedal so you feel like you're at church?
Ooh, that's a good idea. You have like a little
About
thing.
boom.
I've seen that people like stay active at their desk, and you just got it under there. You're
Her
sitting
name
at the
is Sarah,
chair.
by the way.
In case you forgot, I'll wear my rush cycle Moms on a Mission shirt.
There you go.
While it's freezing,
Yeah.
50 degrees outside.
Well, it's usually like 50 degrees in there too, and
Oh,
it
in
may
the
be.
church?
Yeah, we keep it cold.
That's why people fall asleep though.
No.
No,
We
isn't
usually
the-
play loud
isn't the
music and-
Cold so you don't fall asleep,
Yes, that'll keep you.
and then the heat is so you fall asleep.
So
I
here's
fall
what's
asleep when it's
happened.
cold.
We've changed out most of our lights to like LED lights, and so in the past, you know, like this, even the spotlights and all the lights in there, they used to give off heat. Now they are not giving, and we've recently done that like this year,
Oh wow!
so that makes a big difference. And so I think we're still like
bring an electric blanket. to
adjusting,
church.
maybe. Yes,
Wear your parka.
yes. I usually wear a jacket.
Oh, because you're singing, right?
Yeah, I do. I help with the music, and Kurt is in the sound booth dancing. So if you have ever been to our church, look in the sound booth. He does this.
I am
singing
going.
away too.
he literally does this the entire time. It's very
like
distracting.
One of those inflatable things, like outside of businesses that.
Yeah, like
your
the
arms.
yeah, that's what he looks like.
It was-
Right now it's
Never mind.
1027. This is KHEAradio.com, 99.5 FM. We are talking to Moms on a Mission, MOM, learning about everything that they have been doing, what they have going on. They're looking to gain some support and just let people know, give community awareness what they have going on.
You know, the best way to gain support is to go to their Facebook page and invite all of your friends to like their Facebook page. I think that's a huge first step. We've asked you to do that on the KHEA radio page, and now we're asking you to do that for them. The more awareness they have, the more that they're able to give back to the community. You know, we saw September was a really rough month for us in terms of rain. Texas City got hit again. Were you guys able to help out with that, or what have you guys been able to do still with people who are recovering from Harvey?
We've still been helping those in Dickinson rebuild.
They're still not completely
Mhm.
in their homes.
So we saw with Concetta. She was here
Yeah.
from Macio's
Yes.
in Galveston, and I think y'all helped her out,
Yeah,
right?
we
We
sheet
sheetrocked her whole house.
Yeah. But she's still not back in her house yet.
We promised them sheetrock in like, what was it, like January or something like that, and we didn't even deliver it. They couldn't use it until July. So, I mean,
Because they were doing the rest of the
Everything, yeah.
flooring
It
and
was-
taking everything else
yeah.
out.
So
Yeah.
it's such a long process, especially those who saw so much damage. You know, especially in her neighborhood when you have to gut the entire house, that
Yeah.
becomes a much larger process.
Yeah, they had to go floor to ceiling.
Well, she was talking whenever she was in here. She said that she had her cat and that they like swam across the street to get on somebody's roof, and
Yeah.
that's reality. And you saw it on TV. I was thankful to not get any water. Kurt didn't get any water, but a lot of people did.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine having to carry my cat across a water. That would have been bad. It
You would have been
would've
trying to like
traumatized.
I could see you trying to ride your cat. Like you'd been like swim cat, and then you're just like trying to ride across. Like, come on, cat, don't
That poor
making
cat.
him carry you. Yeah.
I have two small chihuahuas. They weren't even sure what to do.
Wow.
I couldn't imagine.
What are your chihuahuas' names?
Styles from Teen Wolf,
Okay.
1980s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Only because like
That's a great movie. I love
It
Teen
is
Wolf.
amazing.
What are you trying to
but,
say?
like,
We're old?
But like my husband, that was his like name, and he told me he was going to name his son Styles. Like,
You're like, no, you're not.
and so
Named the
he
dog
used to
first.
work offshore, and my mom bought me this like teacup chihuahua. She's only 3 pounds, and her name was Princess, so I changed it to Styles. And when he came home, I was like, by the way, meet Styles, the 3-pound teacup chihuahua. Never using that name.
Yeah.
And then Sable is the other one.
So are you for that movie, is he a Michael J. Fox fan in
Yes.
general? Is he a big Back to the Future fan?
Yes.
Okay,
my
me too.
kids watch it.
Are you too?
I'm not as much. I'm not.
You're like,
He's-
yes, he is.
he
Yes,
totally
the kids
is like,
watch it.
is like an 80s like weird science.
That's
like
cool.
he's like
It's a good movie too. Yeah.
those kind of things. And I'm like, oh, I grew up on the Mighty Ducks. I'm
Yeah.
like a 90s.
The
like,
90s
yep.
movies. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan.
Yes. we-
Kurt, do you like Back to the Future?
Oh yeah,
You know what that movie is?
yeah. I was alive. I'm 30.
Just mess
So you were born in 1988.
88.
So I don't
88.
know Teen Wolf.
They
I
still
was
show it.
87. So I mean, I feel like
86.
we
Yeah.
could still like
Grandma in
know.
the room.
Yeah.
Grandmama.
You are the grandma.
All right, you're
When's
fired.
Gardy then?
I'm 32. Yeah, I was born
So
in 86.
86.
Oh, grandma and grandpa.
Kurt, you're fired.
We're the young ones.
Wow.
You're not the mascot anymore.
Oh, man.
And he's like, no video.
We're going to take a quick break. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Coming up next, we have some Christmas music. And this is going to be some pentatonics. So it's Silent Night.
Mary, did you know?
Natasha said 86 here as well. That's what's up. Also, Leah
What
said
month?
earlier she's not enrolling any new students. I don't know if anybody read that. I thought that was funny.
Dang.
What month are you?
Enrollment is
Gardy?
closed. February.
October, so you're older.
I am older.
Oh,
I am the
Grandpa.
wisest.
February what?
The 19th.
January 20th. I'll be 32.
30. Oh, man. I can't even imagine turning 32.
Really? It's much like 30.
Yes.
Oh,
Remember when 30 felt like so far off? I remember when I was like in my when I just turned 20, I was like, I can't imagine being
When I was
30 and then
18,
30
and I was
came
like, 30 is so old. Now I'm
Kurt's
like,
still like that. He used to
30
tell me.
is so I'm 20. by the way.
Mentality.
Fake
Like,
20.
mentality.
Trans age.
Uh,
He has
people ask
I
me-
don't know.
People will ask me, like, people who don't know me, like, how old are you? I'm like, 20.
We thought you were a lot younger than
Yeah.
30.
That's
okay.
a good thing.
Or it's
Yeah.
like me who goes out and I'm like, it's
Is
my
it?
birthday. And the lady was like, oh, are you turning 38? Well, I mean, that wasn't a very nice. Why would,
Say it
you throw,
again.
why would you throw a number out there? No, I was turning 31, but thank you so much. I'm gonna go get
Oh,
the
you look
number.
42.
I was at
so you
HEB
look
with my
good.
kids, and the lady, I had all three of my kids. She's like, oh, I thought you were like 15 with 3 children.
At least you go young. I always get old. I'm always like, oh, that's not.
I think they just
My
felt sorry
metabolic
for me.
age is definitely not.
So
It's
we
the cheese. The cheese.
we
is-
went to a workout and they did like, measure your body fat and all this stuff. And they're like,
Oh,
they were asking questions. They're like, okay, Kurt, your metabolic age. Well, I was first. They're like, your metabolic age is 32. How old are you? 32. Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm on track. I guess that's good. I would prefer younger, but it is what it is. Kurt,
72.
metabolic age. No, they gave him a third. They were like, 35. How old are you? He was like, you might have even been 29 at the time. You were like,
It was 30. I was 30 by then, but
30.
You were like, oh.
I was sad.
that's the worst thing getting measured. That just brings that'll.
nobody likes it. Why did we do it?
I don't know.
Gardy did.
I was good. They were like, because they were like, oh, your target body
like, "Did you
fat
wanna
should be
measure
this. And I was
again?"
like, yeah,
It's
sweet.
like, we can do
I
this
was
every
good.
week.
I was good to go, like on track. And I was like, all right, things are good.
No, I feel like that mine would be like, that would not be good either. I will go to the gym, but I ride on the bicycles
bike,
that
yeah.
are but not even like the bikes without the back. Like mine has the straight up back.
Yeah, it's
And I'm,
nice.
like,
You like sit back. You're almost like
relaxing.
relaxing, just
I'm
doing
like,
your feet.
This is an hour of this. I get to, catch up on my shows and
Yeah.
we're good to go.
That's how I used to watch basketball games.
Yeah.
I would walk on the treadmill and be like,
Basketball,
oh,
Real
I'm getting the
Housewives.
same amount of workout as them.
I've
Oh,
done some
right.
classes where I'm like, I think I just saw Jesus. Like
No.
I see spots. I'm like, I'm gonna vomit.
Leah and I did just start doing step and when I say
I can't
doing,
do
I
step.
mean just standing there
So what is step?
frolicking. Oh, it's like on a bar.
Oh, you
bar.
step
Yeah,
up,
you step up.
Step
but,
down, and then they're like, jump up,
But
jump
then
down.
you're
step
like
down,
doing
step
these
up. All right.
spins.
but our teacher,
and-
she's been doing this for like 20 plus years. So she doesn't play around,
Yeah.
she is like, all right, everybody go home. And I'm like, I don't know where my home is. So I'm just going to stand here. And she's
Gonna
like,
lay down.
back and samba and mumbo and to the door and back, small end of your bench. Well, there's 2 small ends. So I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
AD, what's your question?
I would just be like, bye.
We might have an answer.
You may have an answer for
Why
your
didn't
question.
you just say the question? I'm not belittling it.
You are
A little bit.
AD, I'm offended,
It's 2018. We can't.
and I'm offended.
back
Yeah,
that
we
way.
can't just say it.
Kurt is being extra today because he has a jacket on.
I am being extra because I
You're
am
fancy.
dying on the inside.
At least you're not
Oh,
sneezing. I'm
I'm telling you, go get that Sudafed. It will dry you up.
and give
You
you
can only get it like once a
Pretty
month
nice
because you
as
got to
it is.
give your driver's license.
You can?
Yeah, you just go over the counter. You have to give your
like
driver's
literally over the pharmacist counter.
Mhm.
They just ask for your license.
Do people like abuse it?
Mhm.
Mhm. I didn't know this.
Not us.
I was like,
no.
do people abuse?
We're not allowed at some age.
Okay, so Leah said y'all go to the Perry Family YMCA, so that's
Yes. Shout out to the YMCA.
to the Y. Over off on the west side of 96.
Yes.
Man.
That's where I
Oh.
used.
Oh,
We're bringing her
man.
back. Sorry,
What?
Sarah. We're bringing her back. She left us from the Y, so I'm trying to bring her back so she can do
Oh.
step class with
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
We
not
can
doing
frolic
step.
and
If
be
I've
free.
tried step, I will not. I left that class thing. I'll never do
says
step.
Yeah.
I'll do
Another
a
good
boot camp
one.
class.
If you're part of the Y, either Pop Pilates class, it's maybe
I feel like Crystal would
Pop
have
music?
known this.
yes, it's like Pilates to pop music, and it's
Crystal said they. Am I allowed to say that word?
Uh-oh.
I feel like Crystal would be the person. Wait,
Is-
no.
People get a little Breaking Bad with it. Did y'all watch Breaking Bad?
Was Sudafed?
Yes.
Yes,
That's
I didn't watch it,
what
but
it
yes,
is.
that's
That's what they use it for.
yeah.
Okay.
Not
Well,
that
I mean,
Crystal's
we
husband is a
know.
doctor. He's a learned doctor.
I'm gonna go
And I
with
feel like
that's
she
how
knows these-
Crystal
that's how she knows these things.
But remember, they used to have to like put the Tide Pod things, like they had to lock those up
You had to
for a
be 18
while
to buy
too.
Tide.
So I feel like sometimes people
Like, but this is. Do children just sit around? And by children, I mean teenagers. Just sit around and think,
Dang.
if I eat this,
It may work. Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat this
and by
and
that I
try
mean
it.
clean my
Yeah.
insides
Clean-
like my
It
clothes.
cleans you up.
How about get a job?
It's a detox. Or you be. I'm
Like pass
and we're
your
back. And we're back. Okay. Yeah.
Find
Um,
a hobby.
Wow.
I have a question. Why are there so many pinatas?
I know I quite like them. The taco one is awesome.
Thanks.
Oh, we
It's
lost
mine.
the top. We lost the pinata
Where's the
yesterday.
bull? Oh, it goes.
It
went
was
to
on the tree.
it
Got
went-
stuck on
But
the
did
tree.
someone make them?
I made the
or-
taco
No, we
That's
didn't.
from my
Wow.
hand.
These are from the store.
That's a lot.
You know, we were offered $150 yesterday for this taco, and I was like, I have to think about it.
Why? That could have gone towards your goal for.
say 500.
I
But
told
if
them
it's
that
worth
if we
it-
don't get $15,000 by the end of the year,
So
that
I don't want
They
to sell
shut
the
down.
taco. I don't want to
they
sell
shut
the
down
taco.
the radio station.
But did you just find them at the store? Like they're like the teeny tiniest pinatas.
So
I'm quite.
this one we got at Walmart when we celebrated our 1,000 likes
On
on
Facebook.
Facebook. So I was walking out. I'm like, kind of almost being a little bit like facetious to Gardy because he's Hispanic. I was like, oh, I got to get a pinata for Gardy.
Facetious or just rude?
Facetious was the word I went with, not the other word.
Don't touch my
So I got the taco and I brought it, and he like fell in love with it. So it
it's
sticks
really
on the mic.
cool.
And then somebody, because apparently Gardy has his taco, somebody
You needed
AD
a
actually
unicorn.
brought the unicorn and said that's for Kurt because Kurt's a unicorn.
You are special.
He's special. Yeah.
Magical.
Magical.
Oh yeah, imagine.
Rare. we got a
Rare.
bowl.
Rare to find.
We got a
so
bowl
that
for
the
unicorn.
unicorn would have a mate.
Well, that's
And
not
then
what
you
it's going to be
lost the
lonely.
bowl.
Right.
Well, it's
How
on
do
the
you
tree.
lose it's on the
It's
tree.
not on one of ours. So there's a so Chef's Table Charities. That's Chef Mary Bass.
Yeah.
They're doing a holiday extravaganza. It's this Sunday as well. After our thing's over, it's 2 to 6. They're doing like a tree that's full of gift cards. It has like about $4,000
Oh,
worth
I
of gift
love
cards.
that.
You can purchase a ticket for $5, and
You get
our
to pick a
bowl
gift
is on
card?
top.
Wow,
So,
that's
yeah.
really cool. I love it.
Yeah,
It'll
she's
come
she's
back
cool.
afterwards.
Yes.
Cool.
So Leon said it loses value when Kurt touches it. Be careful, Gardy. I'm trying to keep him from touching it. He keeps spinning it. This is where at this time I feel like this, if it's worth $150 today, imagine what it could be
Now
worth
your
next
taco
year.
should have to like come with you on all your live feeds too. Like
It
it should just
should.
be like it should have its like own
Yeah.
page, the taco.
Kurt
We
had
do. We have the
They have
taco
the taco.
Are
taco.
you a member of Talk of Taco, our group?
You-
Sarah, you're a member of Talk of Taco, right?
Y'all did not
Have you
me.
not invited your friends
No.
to join Talk of Taco?
No, I haven't.
It's only taco pictures.
You post pictures of your
Oh,
tacos.
And I made tacos last night and the night before. That's so sad.
You
I
are
obviously don't
missing
cook
out
very well
on the
either.
taco.
That wasn't one of my gifts.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm slacking.
Cooking tacos. Sarah, I need you to.
And then the meat will be
to
used for
invite Colleen
nachos
and
tonight.
Leah.
So wait, where are you at on the likes for
We have 4,000 for what? For
the
our page?
challenge?
4,652. So we're at 348 short. Look at that math.
Maybe we should do
Wow.
like a challenge, but I'm not getting.
And
anything
then that
tatted
will
on
be
my
the
face.
tattoo.
No, that's the tase.
Oh,
Let's get like MLM.
Yeah.
Like tattooed on there.
Not on my face.
Face tats.
Yeah.
People,
It's
yeah.
the new thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a new thing, you know, like the new trend.
No. How many likes do we have? Not that many.
700 and something. If you get to 1,000, then you guys get tased. Ah,
Would y'all,
taste? Oh my goodness.
what would
So
y'all be
much.
willing to do if we could get y'all to 1,000 likes? What can we
You not. She's very like. She's not gonna do it. It'll be
You were-
me, of course.
You said, were you going to be like jump out of a plane?
I would jump out of a plane.
I would be the one who's just sitting in there like, I can't do it. I'm so sorry.
She would
Not
be like,
gonna do
I'll
it.
be on the ground.
Leah
cheering
said a
you
taco
on.
tattoo. Would some of y'all get taco tattoos?
I mean, I've been.
Elle, are you going to
If you bring me into a tattoo place, I've been known to just get.
Yes.
I'll just take that one. It's fine.
Natasha said it's Taco Tuesday. It is. So y'all be
It
sure to
is.
join Talk of
You can't
Taco
have
and post your
taco.
taco pictures.
I did
I wanna
tacos too
see
many
if this
days in a
works.
row. Taco
this
Sunday.
may not work.
What are you
What?
trying to do?
This is the embed code.
Oh my gosh!
What's-
For what? Taco.
Taco.
Oh, are you going to
Posted.
put
There's
it
no
on
way
there
it
so I
works.
can
This
I
will
can
be the
join?
best comment. It didn't.
But where's your favorite place to get
Oh my God.
Tacos?
Mexican food?
Yes.
So there's different levels to Mexican
Be
food.
like
It's the greatest
Tex-Mex
comment
or
of
like
all time.
legit.
Well, there's like
Mexican.
cheap Mexican food, and locally, and when I say cheap, like Taqueria in Texas City, you like $6-7. You can be like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of food. It's delicious.
Benitos
Yeah,
is also that way.
Bonitos.
Is great.
That's in Lamarck. There's also Los Ramirez and Dickinson, and that's
Been to
on
none of
that
these
same.
places.
It's on that same level, so it's like
I'm
$7.
Like, chimichanga.
Yeah, well, Jimmy Chong. I mean, that's different. So like Gringos and Jimmy Chongas, and I'm trying to think of something else like
Their
on that
cream
level.
sauce is so good.
But like more of like an authentic.
Yeah, that's
That place by Rush.
What is that called?
then there's like El Tiempo, and like on par with that would be like Papacitos and Lupe Tortilla.
Yeah.
So it's like that level of Mexican food. Then there's Abuelos, which to me is like
We went there for
new
my
Mexican
birthday.
food
Yeah.
or
Like more
something
of like a
Fancier.
like Indian. I don't know, like Native American Indian food.
yes. It's not as like
It's like $15 a plate. So you have,
Uh-huh.
like you think about
or
pricing.
like when you're like I was like I'm gonna get the appetizer. It was like the bacon wrapped shrimp with a jalapeno,
Yeah,
and it was like again it was like $15,
yeah.
and I got 3. And I was like, I'm sorry, is this it? And she was like, oh yeah, that's all gonna.
yeah,
Okay, so I'm gonna chew real slowly and take little bites because I'm gonna be hungry after.
yeah. So there's there's different levels. There's like the under $10, then it's like the 15 year Abuelos, then you got like Papacitos
Oh,
El
what is
Tiempo
there's one
and Lupe.
oh, there's one
And there-
in Houston, and it was owned by an old wrestler. Oh,
Dang, Soleon, where are you going for Mexican food? She wants the authentic. Tex-Mex is good, and it's mainly because of the cheese.
And it's never like when I go back home to Mississippi and my family's like, let's go eat Mexican. That is
No,
not Mexican.
yeah, it's
That is
not.
not even Tex-Mex. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Taco John's.
We've spent a lot of time at Luna's lately,
Luna's,
which is Tex-Mex.
That's right across from where I live.
oh okay.
Yeah,
It just reminds me now of the PBS show that
Oh,
my kids
Luna,
watch.
the moon.
Luna.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Oh,
Could you sing it?
No, please don't. Again, I couldn't do Wells Fargo Wagon with my daughter. Don't
Oh,
make
see,
me
Crystal said Escalante's in Houston. So
Oh, there-
Escalante's, that's like a whole different level of nonsense. I would say like it's almost on the Abuelos side, and it is more expensive. But so
Is it
my
good?
wife likes Escalante's, but to me, like like you order beans and they're coming black beans. I'm like, I want refried or charo, so
Yeah.
it's different, and people like it.
Cyclone Anaya's.
It's like, I don't know that. place.
Yes, it's in Houston. They have an amazing lobster enchilada,
That sounds good.
but it's definitely more on the up. But he used to be I think it was a wrestler. So it's like all of his pictures around
cool.
the restaurant.
Yeah.
It's a really neat
Like a
little
luchador with the mask, or no?
Ugh. I've been there twice. That was it. But they have a really good lobster enchilada. It's like got like white sauce. It's amazing.
AD said Casa Ole, which they do have one in Alvin, because we found out that Dawn's son, who owns Tribe Fitness, and her husband is the one that's laying the sea services. For his 20th birthday, they went to Casa Ole. I was like, where'd you go? They live in Texas City. He was like, Casa Ole. I'm like, where's their
I've
Casa
never
Ole?
been to
Yeah.
They
one.
went out to Alvin. There used to be one in Texas City, and he would work there, and he just really likes it. But that's cool.
I need to like
Now we're
get
gonna have to go eat
better
Mexican
about.
food after this.
You need to join Talk of Tacos so that way you can
All right.
see people.
Did you invite me? Okay.
I just did. I'm a better friend.
What would I
Then
do without
you
you?
saying then Sarah?
What's her name again?
Look at Sarah. She's not amused.
She is wearing a dinosaur shirt right now with a Santa hat. So am I.
So those are from HEB?
Yes, $7.
$7.
Do they have ugly sweaters?
Yes,
they
and
do.
they light
How
up.
much are they?
16. So I don't think
Okay,
that's
that's
actually
not bad.
bad at all
So-
because you can get them like Amazon. Some of
Yeah.
them are like 39.
I did get one, and it says
Okay.
not from there. No, it's appropriate.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh gosh. retreat.
It's from Amazon, and it says, "Go Jesus, it's your birthday," and he has a party hat on, and he's holding a balloon.
That's funny. My wife said she was at, I don't think it was HEB, it was somewhere else. Like, I don't know, but they had ugly sweaters and it was like too much. It was like, that's too much. It was like for an ugly sweater.
Oh, they're so expensive, like $30. I
Yeah.
could glue on some stuff. And
You just make
Oh,
your
she's
own.
showing us
oh, San Lorenzo Mexican restaurant.
off of
San Lorenzo.
what is it? Off
Marina
of
Bay.
Marina Bay. Right
Okay.
next to
Right
Rush.
by Rush.
They're really good too.
Okay.
They had this like what was it? That was like cheese,
An
but
avocado.
yes, but I thought like it was gonna be like a cheese dip, but the cheese was actually like fried. It was good.
Yeah.
Sorry about cheese again. Sorry.
When do you start that,
You're not
Kurt?
supposed to eat.
He's not going
cheese.
to do it.
I
Are
went
you
to-
going to do it?
I went dairy free once
For how long?
when
Like a
I had
day?
my
Once?
last baby, and no, it was like a month or so.
Wow.
I
She
was-
was not. I feel like cheese makes you happy.
I said, I'm gonna do a baked potato, and then I said, I can't have sour
It's the
cream
best.
or cheese.
Or
I just
butter.
sent out
So
1,000
That's what makes it. What'd you do?
So
I
here's
sent
some
out 1,000 invites to like mothers on a mission.
mothers on a mission.
Moms on a mission. I'm so sorry.
what's your name, Katie?
Did you call her Katie? Did you? Oh,
I'm just kidding. I was just coming up with a name for her.
Kara.
I'm gonna call you Katie from now on. That's hilarious.
You won't
Sassy.
remember that. You won't remember
I
that
won't
name
remember
either.
that.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of
Where
people
did that
call
come
me.
from? What happened? Why did you think that I forgot your name?
Because
You did.
You didn't remember her name. You're like the moms on a mission. You're like Leah, Colleen, and
What's that other girl's name?
it was live on the air.
Really?
And there was a lot of
Yes.
uhing. Oh.
I've had a lot of people call me Stephanie.
I can see that.
S name.
That's what all my baby dolls were.
It's more just like if I ask people to spell my name, I get a lot of Colin.
well, I have
or
to say
Colleen.
Sarah,
Colleen.
Sara, Daniel, no S. So I have to spell my whole name.
Colleen or Colleen?
Colleen. But I get a lot of like people like or like Colin.
Colin.
Yeah, it's like, oh, thanks, parents. That was a great name. It was
Wow.
either that or Megan. We couldn't have gone with Megan. That would have been a lot easier. Everyone.
I've been called a lot of things on the stream today. Y'all don't even want to know.
You know
like all the things I've been called.
Oh no!
Gordy,
Yeah,
Gotti.
Oh, I saw.
I get
somebody
called
said
Kurt with a
Gordy.
K.
But
I'm glad you're not Megan because I don't like people named Megan.
he's like
Oh,
Megan.
gosh.
He
Megan.
knows somebody in the way her name was spelled. He was like Megan. I was like, no, her name is Megan.
I
He
just
was
don't
like,
want
"But it's
people to. Yeah, my
Well, and
ex-wife's
my-
name was Megan, and so I
Oh,
try not to
sorry.
think of like Megan.
I was
Well, my
almost
maiden name was
Jessica.
McGlynn too, so like I think they didn't really want like a Megan
Megan
McGlynn,
McGlynn?
but then it was like Colleen McGlynn, which was super Irish. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah.
Have y'all been to Burger Nation before? We had them
We
in
don't,
yesterday.
We don't get out much.
I did just do TJ Reed.
Yes. You like it?
Yes, I did. I really liked
Remember
it.
what you ordered?
I just ordered it was for lunch. So I
Macho
just
burger.
did like the $7 special where you could like build
Mexi
your
burger?
own.
Oh, you built your own burger.
I liked it a lot.
I want to try something different, but I always either order the macho burger or the Mexi burger. And that's like it because I'm like, oh, that looks good. And I'm like, it's always the same two things.
It was
It
a
is
little
like-
He has it
confusing and like
filled up
overwhelming
over
at first. Like I felt like, okay, I
Little
need
bit.
to
I
like,
always like a
Yeah.
burger with an egg on it.
Me too.
oh,
He got scrambled eggs on his burger last time. I'm like, you're supposed to get it with the.
no.
You just get it over
Ooh,
easy. You
no,
know, like
scrambled. I can't
Look
do
at
the I
that.
can't do the running. I can't.
scrambled eggs.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Oh, those look amazing. There's
Oh.
a really good burger place.
That's what he had
Oh,
yesterday.
now I'm gonna ask.
So they
But
have
what
keto. so
Are
they'll
they
do-
like cheaper than how Five Guys you go and you think you're doing good and then they're
Yeah.
like that'll be $75.
Yeah, it
Yes.
depends on how many people we're feeding. But he said for lunch that usually, I mean, it's like $8 or
The
$9.
5111.
You know, a drink and a thing.
Doesn't he have a 511?
He does.
It's a $5
What's
for
the
the
fu-
burger, $1 for fries, $1 for drink.
Oh, I like that. That's really
511.
good.
Yeah,
I don't know when
for
it's
lunch.
off
It's
for
Gosh,
lunch
y'all
or
make me
something.
so hungry.
So there's one by
I
NASA,
know. Ooh, we'll have to
off of
try.
NASA, across from the McDonald's with like the astronaut.
Oh yeah.
So it's by Starbucks. And
Oh,
he
and
brought in
Chick-fil-A
like
and all that.
6 burgers and some fried Twinkies and French fries yesterday.
Ooh, did you eat them?
Well, yeah, we ate the fried. Oh yeah, we
He was
ate
like,
the
"No,
fried
thank you."
Twinkies, and I had it was like a chorizo and beef mix, and it was
Ooh.
delicious. It was good. That's what I like. And he had the flaming hot Cheeto burger, which he had up.
Oh, did you show us?
Yeah, he did for a second.
So okay, so it's across from there. Is it new? Like there
They've
used to
been
be
there
like
for
a
3 years in this location.
There's like
there's like a I think there's a Vietnamese restaurant right in that area too. It's good.
Their logo's a cow. Do we still have the bag with the trash
Why is
over
it?
there?
Why is it that every time we come
Negative.
on, no one
Okay,
has
good. We
no
took
one
it
has
out.
food?
I know.
Because it's well,
We
Dr.
need to be
Chapo's
here.
in. He'll bring like supplements and vitamins.
And no cheese.
Yeah, he was walking out and he walked away and then he walked back. He's like, I said, yes, I bent. He's like, you look really familiar,
Oh, that looks amazing. Was
but
that
I'm
it?
still eating cheese.
He's opening in its own window.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Watch this.
So when do you have to stop eating dairy?
So we're doing the detox for real. I think on
Wait, what's the detox?
Oh, it's a 21-day detox. I tried
Oh,
it.
with-
I can't.
with
I've
Dr.
never made
Chapa?
it the whole.
Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult
It's
because you got to
intense.
try hard to do it.
Like the first 11 days, you can't even have meat, huh?
Right. It's just vegetables. So what we do is mainly
What?
vegetables, some fruit. So I just sauteed them every
That's
day.
really
Just put them in the
whiny
pan
wet.
and just ate a bunch of vegetables. Yeah.
Hmm.
Bernie's burger bus.
Ooh, that looks
Cheddar bacon
amazing.
avocado burger. And that looks
Gosh, Kurt, that does not even look like. I feel like your arteries waiting to be.
Oh, in the bun. So they have like, I think he said like 5 or 6 different
fun.
types of buns.
This is why when you get your measurements,
BYOB,
What does that mean?
build your own burger.
Oh, I like that.
See?
I'm not.
you left him hanging.
I'm
Just
not.
left him hanging.
I like it.
Self high five.
I'm not. Can't encourage him. Can't encourage
That was
him.
good. That was a good
That
BYOB.
was
Build
good.
your own burger.
I was just waiting for
Video
it.
is
Just-
back.
I was like, wait, does
feel
this
like
work?
Kurt's
Am I gonna
quick
get
on
in
his
trouble?
feet. He's got this.
Got a younger mind.
Yeah, 35-year-old. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Did you already say?
Friend, Papa.
Okay, so we got a minute 22. We'll go back on. What are you drinking?
An
Say
iced
it. It's what we always
venti,
get.
non-fat pumpkin spice chai, really light on
Light
the
on the
ice.
ice.
Ooh. We have pumpkin in here. We're still on the.
We still haven't used all that, huh?
No.
Okay.
Trying to wear it out
It's,
right now.
it's the best drink ever. Starbucks.
You don't want the pumpkin smell?
Not a pumpkin person.
You're drinking it.
Well, that's okay.
It's super sweet. It's like the sweetest drink.
Well, our pumpkin spray is.
Whoa. And we'll all be, by the way, we're going to be doing it out from here now, guys. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's pumpkin-y.
Like bathe in it. He did bathe in hand.
He has. Well, no, Kurt.
Bathed
Do
in
you want to
hand
show him what you do
sanitizer?
with this?
He freshens up with hand sanitizer.
Oh my god, I miss it. I miss
This
out
guy
on
ain't scared of
everything.
this.
Oh, no, don't do it.
Oh, he went there.
Now he's good.
Now you have to go to the Christmas party tonight. You're smelling so fresh.
Dude, why aren't you going to go to the Christmas party?
Is it
Who am I
for
gonna-
like the church?
Yeah, it's just me and Kurt. We'll
And mom's on a mission.
9 seconds.
Oh, we're going on.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
And we have Sarah and Colleen in studio with Moms on a Mission, MOM, in studio, hanging out. We're talking about all kinds of stuff, what they've been doing, and honestly, about food. So,
Yeah.
People mention that. They're like, it always comes back to food. And we know that. But food is just so good. And Dr. Chapa was in earlier, and he was talking about how it's possible to get a emotional addiction to food. Do y'all think we have an emotional addiction to food?
Yes. It's always there for you.
But there's like something that's like comforting. Like you have that
Yeah.
one thing.
Food has
Here-
never broken my heart.
And food brings people together.
Yeah.
It does.
Always like at parties, you can have like, we could do Christmas parties and then you
Yeah.
have your food and everyone's like sitting around gathering. Thanksgiving, you gather around food.
Hey, here's something else. If you're watching on social media, thank you for watching and sharing this video out and hanging out with us. Crystal Koza, who is watching, one of our good friends, said, Kurt, my son is going to go get his beard trim. ... You should go too.
If
Both have some beard
I know.
situations
Did you guys-
going
you didn't
on.
always have beards. It's
No,
just
these are
like-
new.
These are
Is it
new.
like a no shave November that went into December?
A little bit. Yeah.
I
go into
broke my
January?
razor.
You haven't shaved in like
Kurt.
3 months, though, Kurt.
I will go to HEB and buy you a razor.
but this is great. It's
Have you ever just
beautiful.
had just the mustache?
Yeah, you don't want just the mustache.
I don't have a good enough mustache. Like, Kurt has a pretty good
Oh, yeah,
mustache.
you're right. He's got a thicker mustache.
Yeah. Well, I trim mine out And because Curt did it first and he looked like a walrus, it was hanging down. I was like, Curt, you got to trim
If
it over your
I
mouth,
just had a
man.
mustache, like I would end up on like a registry somewhere.
You look like Mario.
Like getting married? That's what you're saying, like a wedding registry? That must
No,
be
it
what-
would
that's
not
what he
be a
was
good
talking about.
place. Yeah,
Wow.
not the good one.
Yeah. I enjoy my my beard coming in because I've counted them
Your
about
gray hairs.
13. Well, I discovered they said they're platinum. I was talking to someone who worked at it's Brazil and Brazilian Drops, I believe. It was like the owner of that salon. And she was like, no, that's platinum. You're not, gray. I was like, I like that. I got my platinum hair
I
coming
found
in
my
right here.
first gray hair during Harvey. I said it took 3 kids and a hurricane, and I went through Katrina, but I had
Wow.
no children.
And what'd you do? Are you embracing it? Or are you,
No, I'm
that's not natural?
No, that's not natural. Natural curly. No.
Wow.
Ah, her curl.
So we want to kind of challenge people to go check out Moms on a Mission, MOM, their social media page. You can hit the like button.
I need
You can-
1,000 likes.
So I think we're only like 300 away, right? Kurt, you
I
sent
think
out some
so.
invites,
I
right?
sent 1,000 invites out.
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
What do we still haven't come up with a challenge as to if we
I
make
feel
it.
like
Taco
I will
Pass.
shave my beard when that. No, I'm not.
At least
Yes.
trim it. Get a haircut. Do
Go
something.
with a goatee.
Ooh,
Like
get a
just
goatee. You would look
What
like
is
a pirate.
goatee?
You
It's
know,
your mustache and then this little part of your beard.
you would look like a
Ew.
pirate.
No mustache. I mean, it's only
I've
cute
done
if you
just like
have
the
this
soul
part
patch
and no, like
before.
that.
or
No.
just this.
No, that's
You know
weird.
what I don't like about Kurt's soul patch?
Retreat.
And he's about to do it right now. He puts it in his mouth and he has it and then he lets it out and it flings spit at me. And I'm like, stop, stop, stop. As he keeps doing it over and over and over.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
So
That made my morning.
we're just about out of time. We have 2 minutes left. Can y'all share one more time if somebody's trying to find y'all on the internet or they have an idea? How would they get a hold of you?
It's Moms on a Mission Mom for our Facebook page. And then it's Moms on a Mission 17 at yahoo.com.
Cool.
We'd love to partner with people throughout the next year. And we're really excited for 2019 and where we're going to go to. And
That's cool. Yeah, well, definitely keep us in the loop. Let us know what y'all have going on. If y'all see an invite or a post from KHEA saying, hey, go check out this nonprofit, make sure that you hit the like button, share it out yourself, invite your friends. That's kind of how we grow these things. We like to bring in people who are doing cool things, local people who are making a difference, and you can make a difference as well. So if you have an idea or you have something going on already, you want us to talk about it, feel free to reach out to us. You can email us, khea@khearadio.com. You can send us a message on Facebook. You can give us a call or text message, 346-704-1806. Let us know what's up. We also want to say thank you to Moms on a Mission, MOM, for buying KHEA radio shirts. They got some yellow ones. Can you pick them up? Oh, with
Yeah.
the big check. And also, boom.
thank y'all
We have
so
some
much.
beautiful yellow shirts. So make sure y'all pick up one of those. Send us a message. We may make a video later or something and say, hey, if you want one for a donation of this, you can get one. It's easy. So
Thank
good
you
time.
guys, too.
it's 11 o'clock. This has been KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Coming up next is Stephanie Gretzinger.
All right.
Bye, guys.
guys.
See y'all.
Bye.
You
Thank
guys are
guys.
amazing.
I feel like I'm on Sesame Street or something, like at the end, like bye, or like Blue's Clues, like everyone's waving a thing, bye.
Blues.
See